nuts. So strong, quick guy. First, good, nice step. He's going to basically play your 62 will play your nose. He'll kind of line up basically in a 3 technique. Big number 72. So good secondary. The defense is actually doesn't have a big superstar outside of number 24 there, Mr. Kimball, but they got some size to them. They got some good sized boys.
Good evening.
A lot of 6-footers
happy
and 6'2".
homecoming, Panther Nation.
So,
please
we will
welcome
see.
to the field the grandest band in the land,
The
Purple
thing is
Pride Panther Marching Band. This evening, the Panther Band will be performing their 2024
they've given
UIL
up
marching show
a bunch in
entitled
district
Worlds
play. So
Apart,
38 points for Gerald,
Dvorak and Journey,
or against
featuring
Gerald,
performers
48
Bryce
against
Percher,
Gonzalez,
McKaylee
and last
Cropper,
week
Trinidad Aguirre,
44 against
Aiden
Lago.
Ditch, Lucas
So
Cantrell,
we'll see how they
Scott,
do up
Alex
against
Soto, Claire
the
Mulvaney,
slot T
Santiago
offense.
Rodriguez. The band is under the field
of course,
direction
we
of senior
played
drum
at
majors
Smithville
Sophia
last
Castillo,
year.
Gabby Sossenhagen, and
Very
Bryce
hot
Percher.
game where
Please sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
we defeated them. I apologize. It's the stadium speakers we replaced those this year, and they've gotten really loud on us, and so it's kind of hard to actually hear yourself here up in the booth. But anyways, let's jump over to the Navarro Panthers, and the Navarro Panthers come in, like I said, 3-5. They're fighting for their playoff lives here tonight, but they are a heavy favorite tonight. 5.2 average on the ground. 2012, the leading rusher for the Panthers is Cohen Blunt, 755 yards and 14 touchdowns.
Turn on overlay 2. Sorry.
Peyton Helford, the quarterback, 439 yards, 4 touchdowns. And then Colorado Kenaway, 42 rushes for 308 yards and 3 touchdowns. Passing for the year is the sophomore Peyton Helford, 20 for 63 for 3 interceptions, 323 yards and 2 touchdowns. And the leading receiver for the Panthers is Braddock Galini, 7 for 39. And Colt Brown, he's 4 for 79 and a touchdown. Although I'm not sure if we will see Colt. Last week, Colt was in Florida for baseball, and I do see that he's back tonight, at least suited up. I'm not sure if he's going to play or not, though. So for the year, though, the good news is the Panthers have really done well, Hank. And Hank is back. Sorry, he's running up and down doing. Hank's the mastermind here of all this, with this ESPN looking, graphics and everything. But anyways, I was gonna say, the thing that the Panther offense has done really good this year is they've not as many fumbles, right? They've really protected the ball really well. They've done a really good job there in the turnover battle. We're +5 for the season on turnovers. Navarro just committed 6 turnovers all year. 3 of those are fumbles and 3 are interceptions, and a couple of those were at the end of games or the end of a half. Please. So they've done a really good job there. So they've taken care of the ball, and the other thing they've done a really good job of is penalty yards. Last year, I think Navarro might have been close, if not did break a school record for penalties last year with over 700 yards in penalties. This year, we only have 38 penalties for 302 yards, and we were through 8 games of the year. So well over halfway through the year, doing a really nice job. Panther offense is averaging about 24 points a game, giving up 28 points a game. But let's talk a little bit about that. What they've got to do, I think on offense, you really just got to maintain, run your slot T offense, limit your penalties, which you've been doing, limit your fumbles and interceptions and turnovers, and you've done a really good job of that with the offensive side of the ball. You don't have to do anything, I don't think, fancy tonight against Smithville, and run your offense and you'll be fine, in my opinion. On the defensive side of the ball, we only have 3 sacks on the year, and that's the lowest number I can remember with Navarro football in at least a decade. So we need to get some pressure on the quarterback and start really almost using this game as a warm-up to the playoffs and start and develop really good habits, tackling the ball carriers, and because you're gonna see next week, especially against Lago, you're gonna see a much different football team than you're gonna see tonight. But I'd like to see the defense get on track, and also see the defense do well in the secondary, because you're gonna face some teams coming up here in the future that are gonna be, you're going to run into some pretty good football teams. Now, Lago has changed their offense a little bit, suiting to their strengths, and they run the football a lot more than they did just a couple years ago. They were an excellent football team, probably one of the best teams they've had ever at the school. But we're not playing Lago tonight, so we'll jump back into Smithville. But we do need to practice the defense and communicating and making sure that everything is at lock and key and ready to go for the future. And so let's talk a little bit about the playoffs. I know Hank is not here, so I'm kind of rolling solo right now. The playoffs is real simple in my mind. Navarro's 2-2 right now, and and Navarro needs to win out. They don't need to, they don't have to get in the playoffs by no means. But if they do, they're probably going to finish second in the district, runners up to the Wimberley Texans. But what that'll do for the Panthers more than anything, it'll set their playoff seeding and the teams that they're going to face, and make a really nice first couple games for them that are manageable, more than winnable against some opponents. But the thing is if you finish fourth,
Marchers of the week are Hannah DeLeon
in the district,
Navarro
and
Mendoza.
somehow you
Freshman of the week
you
is
lose
Sonia
next
Chen
week,
and
maybe
Claire
you lose tonight.
Martinez. Guard
but you
member
win
of
next
the week
week.
is Maddie Perales.
And
Section of the week are the band parents.
the thing is,
Directors of the Panther
with
Band
that,
are Reagan
and I'm going to
Parker
pause
and Israel Robledo.
just for a
Percussion
second.
director is Michael
Let the
Holloway.
band.
Guard staff is Morgan Bledsoe and Jenna Townsend. The Panther Band recently received straight ones at their UIL region contest and will compete next at the area competition on November 2nd in Calallen. Congratulations, ladies and gentlemen, your Navarro Panther Marching Band.
So anyways, I was just pausing there a little bit for the band. The speakers here in the stadium, like I mentioned earlier, are so loud that it's really hard to kind of hear when she was speaking there. It was quite loud. But so we appreciate the Panther Band as always, and love their contributions.
Right.
And the reason you see the band early, Hank, is it's homecoming, right? So they're gonna do the I think their presentation is what we saw, and of course they'll do at halftime the homecoming events, correct? So
that's what we saw there. So
we were talking a little bit about the playoffs. I say we, I was talking a little bit about the playoffs, but yeah. So the magic thing for the Panthers is really just to win. Win out, win these final two games here in district, finish second. You don't want to finish fourth, because that's going to make your playoff route much harder than it would be.
Tonight we celebrate homecoming and to wrap
and of
up
course we could finish third as well.
The Navarro Panthers play
all right, well, we'll get I guess Coach Blunt's interview.
Yeah, let's get Coach
and then we'll get Scott Kibbe.
Absolutely.
All right, so we'll bring that interview up on Input 47.
Gonzales Apaches 34-23 last week. Smithville is 0-7 overall and 0-3 in district play, and were defeated by the Lago Vista Vikings 44-0 last week. In last year's meeting, the Panthers defeated
should be coming up here in just a moment.
Good evening. This is Hank Dieter on the Navarro Panther Network down on the field with Coach Rod Blunt. Coach, thank you for joining us today.
Appreciate you having us again.
All right, Coach. Now you have a successful victory over Gonzales, but it was a tight game. So again, what can you take away from that game, and give us some of your thoughts about that game?
The kids did an awesome job. The fight entire way through, battle back and forth, trading scores, find a way to get a stop and make them kick a field goal before half, and then came back out firing again in the second half and was able to get another stop, and offense just took control, and they knew we needed to go score to get the tiebreaker points, and drove the field, worked the clock. I think it was a little over 7 minutes, and that's what we love to see. Towards the end, I think everybody knew what was going to happen and what we were going to do, and the defense still couldn't stop it. So that's a big testament to the offensive line, the conditioning of the offense, and how things are starting to hit smooth.
Well, that has to be a special moment, too, when your son gets to carry the ball in the end zone. We did see the old shoulder bump and everything. And so, what does that mean to you? It's a father-son, doing out there. I kind of, had that same feeling with my son when they won some big games because I was able to get down on the field after broadcasting. But for you, being the head coach, is that something special that you'll cherish for the rest of your life?
Yes, sir, it is. It's a big, be out there and be able to do that with your son and with your family is awesome. But just the way he works and the team first player that he is, and sell out and do anything for the team, that's what makes me proud.
Well, sure, Coach, and we're all proud of him as well. So now. Moving on to the next game, Coach, you do have Smithville, and I always say you never underestimate your opponent. And so what are some of the factors on their offense that you're going to have to contend with?
Smithville is definitely a lot better than their record indicates. They have been moving the ball on everybody. They've been getting stops on everybody, just hadn't been able to put it together. I think against Lago Vista scored with 28 seconds to go in the first half to make it 7-0 at halftime. And they drove the ball and got inside the 20 on them a couple of times, fumbled once, missed a field goal. So they're very dangerous. They got a fullback that runs and hits hard. They're running the triple option. So, again, we got to stay on our toes, make sure we're taking care of our man and not getting lost, not trying to help out on the dive, or they're going to kick it out to Speedy, number 8, and he's going to be able to go make a big run.
All right, Coach, so those are some of the things we have to look out for. Now on their offensive side. On their defensive side, can you point out some of the players that you think you may have to contend with the game plan around?
It starts with number 62 up front. He doesn't have a whole bunch of tackles, but he disrupts a lot of plays. And especially with our offense, if we don't get a good block on him and he's able to cut off our guards, it's going to hurt us a lot. So we got to get him taken care of. And then they got 2 linebackers. One's the sophomore leading the team in tackles, number 24, and number 25 is the other guy. And they're very good linebackers, scrape well, disciplined, and come up and make a whole lot of tackles. So we got to get those guys accounted for, get them blocked.
Okay, Coach, on special teams, what do you see from their players? And then what are we going to need to do on special teams to have an advantage, let's say?
We got to be alert. They started the game in Lago Vista with a high pooch, bounced on the ground a couple of times. They dove on it, so they got the ball to start both halves. And we got to be aware on kickoff return, get on our blocks. We got a chance to return one, but we got to make sure that we cover the ball and have possession of it first. But punt, they're going to try to fake and do some different things. So we're going to play disciplined defense. And when we're out there, kickoff, fly down the field, cover, and make something happen.
Well, Coach, they always say, though, desperate teams will have, or desperate times call for desperate measures, and so Smithville's in that situation where they can throw out the playbook, and you never know what they're going to bring and bring at you for special teams or any of the phases of the game.
Yeah, yes, sir, no doubt, and they're right on the brink of putting everything together. So we got to get on them early. We got to come out with a fast start, not let them get confidence, and not let them have anything to build on.
Okay, Coach. And also I wanted to point out it's homecoming week. So homecoming week here at Navarro Panther Nation, we have, a lot of distractions too. And so how do you get everybody to kind of, focus on the game, with all the distractions that go on during homecoming? And it's a fun event, so we want them to have fun too, obviously.
It is. We do. We want them to have fun. We want to put on a good show for the fans and everybody coming back. But, a lot of people are coming back to watch the football game, and so we got to make sure that we're focused on that, taking care of our business. We've been doing a great job of building each week and getting a little bit better, and we want to make sure we're taking that right step this week. That's something we addressed Saturday, something we talked about on Monday, and the kids have been very focused and had a good week of practice.
All right, Coach. Now, your 3 keys to victory for tonight's game.
It starts in the trenches. We got to win the line of scrimmage, offensively and defensively. Offensive line has been getting better and better each week of coming off and getting movement on that line. That's got to continue to improve. Same thing with the defense. Special teams is going to be big. We can't give up a play, and we got to limit. We got to watch for all the trickery. We can't give up big plays defensively. We got to get some stops.
Okay, Coach. Well, thank you for that, and we wish you the best of luck.
I appreciate it. Thank you for having us.
Thank you, Coach.
All right, we're back. Here in the booth, we've got Mr. Scott Kibbe. Welcome, Scott, from the Seguin Gazette.
Thank you. Hey, Scott, right there's the camera. We're back on camera there. So.
Scott, what's our fun fact of the week here?
Fun fact for tonight is the Panthers are coming up on a major milestone for their program. They're 2 wins away from their 300th all-time victory. So
wow,
300. Win tonight, win next Friday.
Okay.
You get 300 this year. They've lost 271 and tied 8 games. Haven't had a tie in a long time. But,
right.
I was involved with one tie.
30 years was the last one.
Was that? That was. I was involved in one with Hutto. So it was way back in '82. So
one of the 7. We got a man in the booth.
Yeah, one of the 7. That's pretty funny though. But Scott, thank you for that. Real quick, any predictions for this game? What is your thoughts on this game?
I think Panthers just need to stick to what they're doing and keep that momentum going. As Coach once said, don't worry about the opponent.
Right.
Worry about getting better.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's it. All right, Scott. Well, thanks for joining us. We really appreciate it. We can hear you. We can see you where can we find you?
SeguinGazette.com.
Okay, SeguinGazette.com.
So if you heard that, folks, out in Pantherland, 298 wins, 271 losses.
Wow.
And 7 ties.
Wow, wow. And we'll get the cameras out close to where the players are going to be coming on the field here soon.
Start tracking that, Hank. You know what I mean, with the numbers out.
Right.
We're going for 299 tonight, folks. So
yeah.
All right, keys to the game.
All right, we're going to go with the keys of the game. Lance, here's your keys. Let's take it out to the field while we do the keys too, please.
All right, fundamentals. I look at this game as just Scott just said it. It doesn't matter who's out there. You work on blocking and tackling and the details of the football game because that's going to serve you well, not only in next week's game, but in the playoffs as well.
Right.
Incorporate the passing game into the offense. Again, same theme, different key. Incorporate that. Show some things. I'd like to see. We've only thrown 1 pass in the last 2 weeks.
Right.
And I'd like to see, and I understand why, but I think tonight I'd like to see us come out and throw a little bit, and then maybe 10 times, 8 times, and show some stuff and kind of practice that again for the against some live competition especially for next week. And then to win the turnover and penalties battle, we've been excellent at that the past 6 weeks, really this season. I talked about that a little bit on the pregame show. So those are my keys to the game. Yeah. Hank, what do you got?
Well, let's see. The Panthers are coming out here. We'll take a quick gander as the Panthers come out to the field. So now my keys to the game are these. Same as last week for the first one.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah. It's never underestimate your opponent.
That's right.
I don't care who they are. We saw, Kennesaw State, take Liberty, who's undefeated, and then Kennesaw State hadn't won a game.
Right.
Yeah, so let's not be a Kennesaw State. And you said that earlier too in the broadcast. But score early and often. Leave no doubt. Don't give them any confidence. And we heard Coach Blunt kind of talk about that too.
Yep.
And the last thing is, I say turnovers are the great equalizer, and that works both ways.
That's right.
And I didn't get to put up the matchup, but real quick, if we look at the matchup here, I should have this come up. But if we look at the turnovers, 16 turnovers for the Tigers.
That's killed them.
Yeah, and that's killed them. But, otherwise, the points per game is lower, and points allowed per game, is a big one for the Tigers. So.
And the thing that really sticks out to me, for a spread football team, this is why they're 0-7. They average 63 yards a game.
That combined with the turnovers, 16 turnovers, and I think it was something like I think it was like 6 fumbles and a rest interception, something to that effect. Don't quote me on that.
You got to clean that stuff up. If you're Smithville.
So, and so that's what we got as we get the captains coming out to the field.
So captains for the Panthers Number 52, Cade Pugh. Number 55, Craig Hyman. Number 22,
Jose Soto.
Braddock
Number
Galini.
71, Baylor Watson.
And I think we've got number 8 out there, Cohen Blunt as
Yep.
well.
Number 8, Cohen Blunt.
And then
Number 22, Braddock Galini.
And I can't see the
Number
Smithville.
52, Cade Pugh.
I know
Guys.
Eric Thompson, one of the speedsters out there,
Okay.
as one of the captains, I believe. He kind of hid back there in the quarterback. Trip Davis is out there, big number 71, it looks like.
Okay.
Mike Cernick, I think it is. And then, so missing only one. I didn't quite get one of them. So.
No, that's fine. That's fine. We apologize if there are any Smithville people out there watching, but we'll get them as they turn around. So
No, I take that back. It wasn't number 8 that was out there. There's 62 and 50. That's
So there's-
Jose Soto and number 50, Cooper Stockdale.
it looks like the Panthers won the toss. I would assume they would defer, but we'll see. They may want the football.
Yeah, I think they'll want the football. So they have received, if we get it on the white hat.
Panthers
and,
will receive
Yep.
tonight. The other interesting game, real quick, Hank, to watch tonight is Gerald travels to Salado. That's big in the district race. So
Right.
y'all keep your eyes on that football game. If you get the Dave Campbell's Texas high school football app,
Yeah. Yeah, check out that. It
check
gets the
out
scores.
that as well. And we'll keep you up to date as good as we can up here
Everyone,
because
please
Yeah,
rise once
yeah.
again to honor the colors and for the playing of our national anthem. The band will be accompanied by the
So-
Navarro High School American Sign
So
Language class.
we'll
They will be signing the national anthem tonight.
we'll be doing the national anthem as we will put it on our crowd mic, and we'll hear it from there. Let's play some football.
There we
Here
go.
Yeah.
well, I voted today. So if you haven't gotten out there to vote, get out there and vote. Big elections coming up, and school board elections as well. So, Panther fans, if you have not voted, get out there and vote for the new school board. I think we're going to have four people that would be voted back in. A couple of those people could be returnees, but yes, get out there and vote. Presidential, all the elections, very, very important with what our country's going through right now. So get out there and do that. We got a good one tonight, folks. We're here in Geronimo, and Irwin Lee Field. Panthers are wearing their black pants, purple jerseys with the gold numerals. They elected to go with the purple helmets tonight, the traditional Panther and Navarro N on the side. Smithville.
Back receive for the
Smithville
Panthers, number 3, Evan
He's
Rodriguez.
got the black helmets. the
Along
white
with
jerseys
Number 5,
with the
Dylan
black
Trotty.
numerals, white pants,
Getting set to kick off for Smithville, number 6, Zane Perkins.
and back for the returners should be Mr. Trotty.
Yeah, now we're all
5.
ready.
It's usually Colt Brown, but I do not see
Yeah.
Colt Brown. Ball's up. It's caught. Fair caught about the 20-yard line. Panthers will have it.
I
Fair
think that
catch
was
made by number 11, Matthew
Villanueva. So
Should have it at the
at the 25.
25.
I think if you're inside the 20, I don't know how. I think I'm trying to look at it. Is it the 25? Anything inside the 25? I'm always confused on that rule. Yeah, it is inside the 25, so they mark it at the 25. So, good call. It gains a couple extra yards, by starting out on the
25-yard
so
line.
Here we go,
Starting at
folks.
quarterback number 1, Peyton Helford.
Mr. Peyton Helford will lead them, quarterback for the Panthers will lead them to the line.
And after this play, we'll get the starting offense.
Handoff, wait, we've got whistles and a false start, possibly.
Penalty flag at snap. Dead ball foul, false start called against the Panthers.
So, I was bragging about the Panthers in pregame about penalties in the first.
5-yard mark off, first and 15.
Right.
They get a penalty there, but that's all right. It's going to be first and 15. The ball will be at the Panther 20-yard line to start this football game.
See if we can get through the offense before they get the play off. As you see, there's the offensive players.
Man in motion. They hand it, and he's drugged down. They hand it to Trotty, but boy, I tell you, now that's a play that the Panthers have put in
the backfield
the past
by number 15,
couple
Bodie
weeks,
Gertz.
and it worked decently well last week. But
Right.
But Smithville did their homework and sniffed that one out. That's going to be. Well, he's going to lose, Hank, about 3.
Loss of
maybe
4 brings up
maybe
second and
4.
19.
Yeah, it's going to bring up now
The ball's at rest about the
second
16.
and 19.
Yeah.
I think they call it second and 19 coming up here, not the first and 10.
Helford hands it this time up the middle.
Oh,
A
wow.
huge hole there for Cohen Blunt. He cuts back, and he's going to be drugged down. He's going to have a first down out past the 35, about the 37-yard line.
On the carry.
So, humongous
Taken down
hole.
by
I'm
number
not
71,
sure,
Baylor Watson. First down, Panthers.
Hank, I mean, I didn't see a Smithville player
Yeah.
for 5 yards.
Oh, well, that's not the replay there.
So, good play by the Panthers. They're going to mark it at the 38, first and 10. Helford under center. He's going to run the same play off to Blunt to the right side. As he picks up a couple of yards.
8 Blunt on the carry. And on a stop for Smithville, number
So,
11,
hey,
John
that's still
Perryman,
good
and
yardage.
number 15, Bodie
Second down
Gertz.
and 6 coming up here.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, they say second and 4. That
And a
looks
4,
more
second
like,
and 6.
or second and 6. It looks more like 7 or so.
Yeah, well, splitting hairs here now. It's just
Helford under center. Motion. He's going to hand it to Trotty. Trotty's hit quick, though, and he's knocked down. It doesn't look like he's going to gain anything.
5 Trotty on the
On
carry. He's stopped by number 7, Caleb Corona.
yeah. So real quickly for the starting defense of Smithville. Oh, I'm sorry, didn't quite get that one right.
So that'll bring up 3rd and 5 here for the Panthers.
Gain of a yard, 3rd and 5.
Helford under center. He's going to hand it. Colorado Kenaway going off the left side. Huge hole. He cuts back. He's going. He's got some room. He does. No, he's drug out of bounds. He is caught there by number 20.
Wow.
He's drug out of bounds at about the 2-yard line. But wait a minute, though, Hank. There is a
Oh,
flag,
there's
a little
Hanky.
laundry on the field for the Panthers, and
Penalty
that one's
flag on the
coming
play.
back.
Yeah,
So-
make sure it's on record.
Should be a spot foul. But no. Cohen
Yeah,
Blunt is
yeah.
saying that it is against Smithville.
There's the flag that goes against
So,
the. That's going to go against Smithville. So
It is.
Panthers get it a 1st and goal now at the 2-yard line.
The ball is marked at the 2, so 1st and goal. So another just a huge hole. I'm going to have to watch a little closer to the defensive line of Smithville, but man,
On the
There's
play,
a
21 Colorado Kenway
gaping hole
breaks off
there.
a 55-yard run.
Now
finally
there's
taken
your
down by
starting
number
defense for
20,
the
Justin Gurley.
Jose Soto, Lane Kimball, Dalton Ellis, Rory Johnson, and then you have Eric Thompson, Caleb Corona, and Solomon Holland.
So 1st and goal for the Panthers, knocking on the door here early. They roll the clock, 9:25.
Personal foul, tripping called against Smithville.
A tripping call. You don't hear that too often.
No, you don't.
Penalty is marked off half the distance to the goal. The ball is spotted at the 1-yard line. 1st and goal.
Helford under center. He hands off and
Is he in?
whistles.
Oh, well, we got
We got a
flags
flag,
over there.
and I
Oh,
think
false
that
start.
may be a false start against the Panthers.
Another flag.
So, a little bit of a sloppy football game to start off here
Yeah.
tonight. We haven't
There we
played.
go.
We've already had 3 penalty
Dead ball foul,
flags.
false start called against the Panthers.
Second one against the Panthers. Another
Back them
false
up 5
start.
yards. 1st and goal from the 6.
And again, I'd like to see the Panthers, zone in.
Right.
I know that you've had a couple of really long runs, successful plays. You've gone almost 80 yards
Yeah, let's see what the Panthers
in this drive.
can come up with here. We'll get them going here.
So the ball will rest at the 6-yard line of the Tigers. The Panthers have rolled down there quite efficiently. They were stopped on a couple of, when they've been going horizontal.
Right.
It seems like, but boy, you go straight at the Tigers and there's not a lot of resistance. This
Oh.
time there is, though.
Yes.
And the Tigers, they get Colorado Kenway there. So it's the feast or
Head off
famine
1-2,
Tigers.
21 Colorado Kenway.
They either get a tackle for a loss or they give up
Stopped
30
immediately
or 40.
by number 17,
So-
Rory Johnson, and 25,
Man,
Dalton Ellis.
This is not good for the Panthers. A 2nd down and goal. They started out at the 2-yard line, the 5-yard, penalty on
Right.
the false start. Now
Now they lost a yard.
Yeah. So
Second and
Loss of
7
yards,
from the
2nd
7.
and goal
So-
from the 7.
2nd and goal.
Guerra comes in. He splits out here to the near side along with Trotty.
Let's see what they got.
And let's see.
Timeout? Who's calling the
The
timeout?
Panthers
Timeout,
call
Panthers.
timeout.
Yep, Panthers called the
Panthers-
timeout.
Yeah, Panthers. outside of 2 plays, the
Right.
other ones have been very sloppy.
Right.
And, so
Well, we'll take a quick timeout as well as we go to one of our first public service announcements. So you're watching Panther football on the Navarro Panther Network.
What rhymes with great?
Participate.
Where does greatness start? Here, in the classroom. On the stage.
In the pool. On the field. Where will your greatness take you?
To better grades.
To more friends. Be great. Participate.
we're back here to Irwin Lee Field. My name's Lance Blacker. I'm joined by Hank Dieterk. We're up here in the booth. You're listening and watching the Navarro Panther Network. And we've got the students down doing
the directing. So
directing tonight.
Yeah.
Miss Casey, she is off to a prior commitment. And,
That's right.
So the students are 100% tonight.
that's right. The cameras and everything.
Handoff this time to Blunt. He's met early there by number 72.
Yeah, they have
That's
the-
Jeremy.
we got these rosters.
Yeah,
They're
that-
kind of
I
small.
will apologize a little bit ahead of time for the folks. Smithville has printed the smallest roster in
I could have
fo-
blown it up, but
yeah,
I didn't have time.
in football history, and me and Hank aren't spring chickens, so our eyesight sometimes isn't the best.
Third
But,
goal.
Third and goal. They're going to hand off Kenway. Kenway's got a big.
Is he
and
in
he's
there?
in. He walks in. So again, you know, the Smithville defense makes a play, and then they just give up a big. And it's consistency in football, and you know, you get 4 shots at it, right? If you get a first down, and so that doesn't usually work out for too many teams. But Panthers go in. Colorado Kenaway on a short touchdown run there to put the Panthers up 6-0.
Awesome, awesome.
Hold is down, kick is up, and it is good by Soto. That'll give the Panthers a 7-0 lead here with 7:58 here in the first quarter on their first drive. They drive the length of the field.
Yeah, we'll take another quick break, and we'll be right back after this message. You gotta.
Hey, conductor, how about something new? You played this last year.
Come on, get your head out of your sacks. We're trying to hear. Well, I'm sick and tired of hearing your kid play the wrong note. Where's my kid solo?
At least you can see your kid. Why is my kid stuck
Please
way
draw
in
your
the back?
attention to the center of the
conductor
track for
plays
your Navarro High School
favorite.
cheerleaders.
Woo!
Captain
My
is
kid heard that solo.
You see what I did?
All right, back here at Irwin Lee Field. Panthers up 7-0 here in the first quarter with 7:58 left in the first quarter. The Smithville Tigers have yet to have the football. And so Soto will kick off from the Panther 40-yard line.
Number 20, Justin Gurley, and number 8, Eric Thompson.
So Thompson and Gurley are back, number 20 and number 8.
The overlay.
The kick is over to number 8. He fields it about the 15, cuts back outside. He's got some room. He gets outside about the 32-yard line. Looks like he's pushed out by the Panthers, and that was Thompson.
Number 8, Eric Thompson on the return.
They had that wrong over there. Yeah,
Out of bounds by
I have
number
to
55,
fix
Craig
something
Hyman.
here on our. Well, let's see what the Panthers here. If we real quick, I'll see if I can bring up their starting defense.
So Smithville, 2 receivers to the near side, 2 to the far side. Shotgun formation. He's going to hand it off to Gurley. Gurley's he's hit initially at his feet or down by his ankles, but he fights that off and picks up a couple more. It's going to bring up second and about 6. Well, they're probably going to say 7. He gets 3 on that. Shotgun formation. He dumps it out to Thompson, number 8. He gets around the corner, and he gets a first down.
Yeah, he's right there.
Pass complete to number
Make
8,
sure the audience mic is up.
Forced out of bounds by number 65, Luke Vogel. First down, Tigers.
There's their offense.
So nice gain there for the Tigers. Again, Panther defense playing a little soft in their coverage, especially at the cornerback position. That should be there all night if the Tigers want to take it. They delay handoff this time to Thompson, and he is brought down for a big loss there. He bounced outside, tried to get the corner. The Panthers did a great job sealing the edge.
Right. And I liked what Ian Garcia, they're showing Ian Garcia what he did. I don't know if we have that on replay, but I'd love to see if we had that because Ian Garcia, here's the replay. And as Ian Garcia, you watch him, he's the inside tackle on that left side. He gets in the backfield, makes the initial contact, bumps him out, and nowhere to go. And then it was sealed off the edge as well. And so great job by the defense. Gang tackling, as you've always mentioned over and over again.
Yeah, I love that gang tackling.
Yep.
Davis in the shotgun. He throws it out. Again, that's Thompson, but he just short arms it. Thompson was going to have some room to run.
Number 8, Thompson goes incomplete.
So that's going to bring up a 3rd and a bus ride to San Marcos.
That was one of those where I better hurry up and throw this thing. I'm afraid I'm going to get hit. And short arms it a bit, and that's what happens when you put a little bit of pressure on the quarterback. The quarterback has really not that much time, and he hurries the throw. And good job by the defense overall. And Trip Davis, not a bad little quarterback, and if you give him time, he can be dangerous, and he is elusive when he gets in the open field.
So 3rd and 17. He's shotgun, no backs. He's got a receiver across the middle. He hits him in stride.
Oh, my goodness.
Wow, what a throw there. But that was his running back. So
Pass complete to number 20, Justin Gurley.
Justin Gurley, a little wheel route, looks like.
Little Gurley is, you don't call him Gurley.
Little Gurley.
Yeah, he's down there catching the ball and making a play.
Yeah,
amazing job.
Yeah, that was a heck of a throw.
Yeah, what a throw, yeah.
Oh, man.
That was a throw.
Yeah, that was a throw, right? He
But,
hit
I
him in
mean,
stride. But, yes.
First down,
He
Tigers
ran
at the
right to the
Panther
spot he
38.
needed to
He
run
did.
as well.
No, 100%.
Good
Great route and
Right.
good hands. So 1st and 10 at the Navarro 38-yard line for the Tigers. Davis checking, communicates with his offensive line. Panther fans up on their feet. Shotgun, he's going to hand it. This time up the middle. He's got a bunch of room. That's Thompson.
Oh, he's gone down the field.
And he gets a first down inside the Panther 25-yard line.
Thompson on the carry up the middle. Stopped by number 2, Montgomery Elder.
And again,
First
that was
down, Tigers.
the play that the Panthers stuffed there about 2 or 3 plays ago when Hank was talking about Ian Garcia coming through, but he wasn't there this time. And they pick up another first down for the Tigers. 5:30 and counting. Panthers up 7-0. Davis, shotgun. He's going to hand off up the middle. He's going to get a couple to the left side there.
20, Justin
And that
Gurley,
was Gurley.
over the left side.
Yeah.
22, Brady Galini on the tackle.
So Galini with the tackle there. They're going to spot it right at the 22-yard line. That'll bring up a 2nd and 7 for the Tigers. And Tigers
Gain of 3, 2nd and
signal
7.
in all their plays. So you'll see Davis look to the sideline and get those. He drops back. He's got a receiver. Oh, coming across. Who was that? Pass was intended at number 15.
Pass intended for
I
number
think
15.
that was Elder that
I
came
think that was
across.
Elder
Broken
coming
up by
across.
number
Yeah,
2,
so
Montgomery Elder.
Yep, it was Elder. Elder was right
And
here. That breaks it up on
And
that
I tell you what,
replay.
if Elder wasn't there,
3rd
the
and 7.
Smithville receiver had inside position there on Colorado Kenaway, and he might have very well brought that in for a touchdown for the Tigers. See, number 15 is Gertz. And Gertz is a big, tall guy. There for number 15.
Yeah.
3rd and 7. Davis, he's got a receiver. Oh, and I don't know if Thompson couldn't see
Pass
that.
intended for number 8, Eric
right.
Thompson goes incomplete.
Yeah, because it looked
Brings
like
up
it was a
4th
pretty
down.
good throw.
It did.
Yeah, and
And it looked like Thompson was open, but they don't convert. They don't complete the pass. Bring up 4th and 7 for the Tigers at the Panther 22. So big play here for the Tigers, I think, more than the Panthers. Tigers back. He's looking right. He's got some pressure. He's tripped up, and he's brought down. And what
Good
did I
play.
say earlier? That's Braddock Delaney getting the Panthers sack.
Davis looking for
And
a
the Panthers
receiver.
get
their
their 4th
Sacked in
sack of the
backfield
season
by
there.
22, Brady Galini.
he's feeling it right
Panthers
there.
take over on down.
Turnover on downs, and so now the Panthers take over. 1st and 10 here, right at the 27-yard line, almost 28-yard line. Yeah, we'll call it the 28. They're right in the middle of the field, too. You can go, there's no bound, a wide side or a short side. So Panthers got their choice.
Big stop there, and that was just, again, what I was talking about earlier in the pregame. Panther
First down,
defensive
Panthers at their
line
own
needs to come
28.
alive and get some sacks.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you're exactly right.
Get some pressure on that quarterback, and that changes everything. The Tigers have had some guys open tonight, but the Panthers have done a decent job putting some pressure on Davis. Handoff this time. He's up the middle.
Wow.
And that's Cohen Blunt,
Nice.
and he could be gone. Let's see if they catch him. If not, he's choo-chooing, and he does for a Panther touchdown.
Touchdown, Panthers. Number 8, Cohen Blunt.
One play.
72 yards out.
There he goes.
Blunt
Wow.
doesn't get caught from behind. Big run by him.
Yeah, we'll slow down the replay to about 75% speed. And that was a good job by the by the camera crew and all. So
Cohen Blunt rips off a long run. Soto adds the extra point, and
Extra point attempt is
14
good by
nothing
30.
Panthers,
Carlos
just like
Soto.
that.
yeah, Cohen Blunt. Wow, what a big run that was. And I don't know if we have it, and we won't take a break here, but I'd like to see if we have if we happen to have a different angle on that one to see if I wanted to see at the initial line if we have that where Rat as he comes through the line of scrimmage. I wanted to see how that developed. I don't know if we are crew in there. The students are working on this. I don't know if we have it there or not. So if not, it's okay.
Well, Hank, sorry I'm quiet. I'm kind of digging for scores here.
Yeah, me too. I was just about to pull that up and see what we had.
Let's see what we got down here. As I scroll through, I probably need to. Salado up 7-0 over Gerald in that big ball game up 35 there.
Yeah, we'll try to get our scores updated when we can.
Wimberley up 3-0 over the Gonzales Apaches. So big run by Cohen Blunt. 4:29 left here in the first quarter, and Smithville's got the ball back just like that. So
Back deep receive for the Tigers. Number 8, Eric Thompson, and number 20, Justin Gurley. 30, Carlos Soto set to kick off.
Yeah, Steve Shinneman, you might be able to hear him in the background. He's our PA announcer here.
So Soto Pooch kicks it and rolls it.
Quick kick by 55, Craig Hyman, recovered by number 9, Caleb Magden.
So number 9, Caleb Magnan with the recovery, and Smithville will have excellent field position. They're going to rest that about their own 43.
Wow. I was looking at some of the scores in the region too. Sinton, there's no 29-7 over Ingleside right now. Young Men's Leadership Academy Lions are trailing the Cotulla Cowboys 27-0. Port Isabel's trailing the Feria Lions 20-0.
Davis will hand it off up the middle. He runs a little inside zone.
And off went to number 20, Justin Gurley.
So Gurley picks up about 3. He's going to bring up 2nd and 7. Ball's at the 46-yard line.
65, Luke Vogel on the initial hit, and cleaned up by 52, Cade Pugh.
So again, all the Smithville Tigers looking towards their sideline, getting the play call in as they signal in all their plays. I mentioned in pregame, Hank, you know, their coach went and played for Texas A&M, fighting Aggies. Davis keeps it. It's an option. He pitches it out to Gurley. Gurley's got some room. He's up the sideline. First down inside Panther territory, down around the Panther 40-yard line.
20, Justin Gurley, the ball carrier.
Yeah, that's what Coach Blunt said in his interview. They like to run a triple option type out of a pistol.
Okay.
And you see that, you know, from Smithville. And
love it.
Gurley, caught the ball in space and was able to take it downfield and get the first down.
Well, you don't see the option much anymore. That's from our days, you know, Hank.
Right.
But I love the option. It's the triple option, any sort of option, the counter option.
Yeah.
Hand it off. They tried
There's
again.
the option,
Nice
yeah.
stiff arm there, but he's pulled down. That's Davis.
Yeah, you talk about assignment
Davis on the
football. There it
keeper.
was,
He's
right
taken
there.
Down by number 65,
And that's what you have to
Vogel.
do to play against the option. You got to take care of your assignments.
Gain of a yard, 2nd and 9.
Because the quarterback has the option, that's why they call it the option to pitch the ball or keep the ball, depending on, he's reading his keys. But if he's attacked, he usually does pitch it. So the option's not dead, Hank.
Yeah. We ran the old veer when I was there.
Right, there you go, Bill Yeoman veer.
There's the
All right, there it
option.
is again. He's got a bunch of room this time. He's not going to get the first down. He's pulled down by Montgomery
Five
Elder.
Davis on the quarterback keeper. He's taken down by number 2,
Chip
Elder.
Davis didn't have that much room, but it looked like he had more room than I thought. And
nice game.
And nice closing by
Elder. Yeah, Elder running the alley well tonight.
Yeah.
With Colt Brown out, looks like again. So that's going to bring up a 3rd and 4 with right around 2 minutes and counting here in the first quarter. Panthers up 14-0 at homecoming 2024. 3rd and 4 from the 34. Motion from number 0, Davis in the shotgun. He's going to pitch it out. Whistles,
Yeah, we
though.
got a whistle. Let's see if that was a
And,
time. No, legal
shift.
But you don't normally call that on. Let's
Delay
see
game
what.
call against
Oh,
Smithville.
delay.
Oh, delay game. That was a weird delay game.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I was like, I thought at first I saw one arm move, but usually delay a game, you just stand there with
Right.
2 across
That's
and
right.
not move the one. You
That's
know,
right.
so
But
that's
if you move it, that's a
that's a legal
That's
shift.
illegal shift. Yeah, that's what I called too.
Yeah. Well, yeah. And
Well,
we
whatever.
agree. Yeah. It's
whatever.
Hey, whatever.
Hey, you know, maybe we got a new age ref out there. I don't know. It's 3rd and 9.
Trying to change it up a little bit.
Yeah.
There you go.
3rd and 9 for the Tigers from the Panther 39. Shotgun formation. Davis, he's got a ton of pressure. He lets it go, and he had a receiver, but again, he had to rush his pass.
I thought Kenaway had a better shot. I think if I mean, I don't want to second guess him, but I don't know if the reason he didn't want to,
He threw it early.
Yeah, but Kenaway didn't want to take and dive out for that one just because he reacted to it a little bit late because he played his man first. That was the key.
So 4th and 9, Smithville's going to pooch it.
Yeah. A little quick kick, we
Quick
used
kick,
to call him.
Yeah, and it's going to be down by the Tigers at the Panther, around their 15-yard line. So 2 drives for the Tigers, 1 on downs.
Punt down by
Second
the
was a
Tigers
punt.
at the Panther 16.
So Panther defense he's gave up a little bit of plays here, but for the most part, they played really, really well. So.
Right. Ooh, all right, I'll tell you. What?
So
what
Panthers,
fun it is.
Yeah. Panthers will have the ball for the 3rd time here in the first quarter. Scored on their first 2 possessions, Hank. They will have it at their own 16. And next break, let me, I'm going to try to get a volleyball update. Big game here at Navarro in the event center, playing Fredericksburg, who they're tied with in district right now. So handoff this time, Helford up the middle again. He's got some room, and he's off to the races again.
Trotty, right?
Right up the middle, and that's Trotty, and no one's catching him. And that will be another Navarro Panther touchdown. No flags.
Number 5, Dylan Trotty, 84 yards out.
Yeah, if you look right here, a missed tackle, 2 missed tackles, and 1 block downfield by Galini was able to get to the safety and screen him just enough to where Trotty was off to the races, taking it to the house, making a house call. Oh, man, what a big play. So right after this, you could go over your volleyball after we get to this extra point.
We'll
so.
see. Yeah, I may do some tennis stuff.
Okay, yeah, whatever you'd like.
Yeah, just because
Yeah, we'll keep
I
it
want
here.
to try to get a volleyball update before I say too much about volleyball. Volleyball is having a great season. They're having a big game inside right now.
Next point
Yeah,
attempt
so we'll
is good
keep it
by
right
number
here.
30,
We'll keep it right here.
Carl Soto.
And, let's talk about tennis real quick. Tennis, they finished their season. I briefly brought it up a couple weeks ago, but tennis did finish their season second in district. They were 7-1. They were 10-1 overall. They went to the playoffs, though, and just crushed Crystal City in the bi-district round. And then the area round, the second round, they lost to Little River Academy out in Hutto in a close match there, team match that is. And I'll give a quick shout out to Kylie Whitlow. Kylie was the district MVP, and I think she's got a record, I want to say 24-2 combined record. She plays singles and doubles, so shout out to her and the entire tennis team. A lot of accolades there. I don't have the entire list in front of me of all the accolades, but man, we had a heck of a fall season there for the tennis team. So shout out to Coach Michelle Blunt. And great job. We're looking forward to seeing tennis in the spring. The kickoff goes to, and he's got a little bit of room. Let's see who that is. 8 Thompson. He gets it out past
Kickoff
the
return by number 8,
36-yard
Eric
line.
Thompson.
Yeah, we're still in the first quarter here,
tackled
too.
by
It's
number
21-0.
65,
So,
Vogel.
And Hank, if you're a Tiger fan, I hate to say this, but man, you're down 21 points with a minute left in the first quarter. I don't want to say the game's over, but it's 8:03. And this game kicked off at 7:30. Panthers keep doing what you're doing, but man, the Smithville defensive line is okay. There we go. Volleyball won tonight, and we'll talk about that against Fredericksburg. So what that does for them. So Davis in the shotgun, quarterback there for the Tigers. He snaps it and hands it off. Although it looked like Galini.
20, Justin Gurley, the ball carrier. He's stopped by 22, Brady Galini.
Yeah, Galini was on the tackle there. He was in the backfield quick and read that very well. But yeah, Hank, if the Tigers don't get something moving here on offense, man, the Panthers have scored, on two long runs. One with Blunt, one with Trotty.
Yeah, they've scored on every one of their possessions.
84-yarder on the last one. Handoff this time again. Davis hands it off to Gurley. He gains a couple, but it's still going to bring up a 3rd and long.
And off went to number 20, Justin Gurley. And on the stop for the Panthers, number 60, Xander Barnes. And number 24, Deegan Bush.
So we'll be bringing you home homecoming as well after
That's the end of the first
during
quarter.
the halftime. So I think Smithville does their band first. So there's the end of the first quarter, but this time we will take a break. You're watching Panther football on the Navarro Panther Network. We'll be right back.
Parents,
Few
catching
areas
kids being good is at the heart of every parenting strategy you'll find at boystown.org/parenting. We've got parenting guides, articles, videos, quick tips, and even live parent talks on Facebook with Boys Town experts. Visit boystown.org/praise to receive your 10 Ways to Praise magnet. It's a great reminder to catch them being good, and that great parenting advice is just a click away.
All right, we're back here in Geronimo, Texas at Irwin Lee Field, where the Panthers are going into the second quarter looking good. Lance, 21-0.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, if Smithville doesn't really do anything on this drive, I would be worried if I was a Tiger fan because, it's a long drive out there.
Oh, yes, sir.
And this one could be over really fast.
Yeah, if we, and that extended halftime sometimes for homecoming, they try not to go over too much, but because there are some rules, I think, in the UIL that you can't have halftime after, a certain period of time.
Yeah.
Unless agreed upon.
Well, that's a good rule.
Yeah, it is.
Because, as an athlete, you could tighten up.
Oh, yeah.
And
I agree.
nice throw there.
Oh.
Again, number 15, intended receiver there.
That should have been a catch. It hit your hands.
Get your hands on it.
Yeah, my sons, both of them will tell you if it hits your hands, you're supposed to catch it. But hey, good throw, good route, and the things are working on it. They are a young team too.
They are young, and the receiver was open. He just didn't make the play. 4th and 6 from the 40 for the Tigers. Looks like they are in punt formation.
Yeah.
Snap is back. Kick is off. A nice punt. No one back for the Panthers. Takes a Tiger roll inside the 20-yard line. Rolls back to about the 20 and dies. That's where the Panthers will take over. So Smithville had the ball 3 times in the first quarter. Look at these guys.
Oh, we have guys coming here.
I feel like I'm
I don't know if you can see them here.
We feel like we're on game
They're
day
bringing
or something
us
up
food.
Here, and
I don't know if we
they
could
come up here.
cut
They
to us
probably
real
did
quick.
that on purpose. But,
but thank you. I thought it was for these guys
and,
over
we
here.
got a chef here. Hennessy.
Oh, wow.
He's quite the chef.
Yeah, look at this.
He's got Halloween
can
candy.
Can I show
Holy
everybody
crap,
here? Look at this. I know we're lagging a little bit here. before they get that out.
Get the
What do
guys
we
here.
got here? Yeah.
Get them on camera. You can
we'll-
wave there, and you can see.
There. Oh, wait.
There
There's
they
the camera. There we go. And look, they're bringing it. What tacos? Or tacos are in there. There's tacos in here.
Thanks,
so.
guys. Appreciate it.
Thank y'all. Thank y'all very
much.
much.
That was very nice of you. Thank you. The Panther posse taking care of us up here.
Wow. That's more than we could ever eat, but it's for all the students too.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
We'll get it to the students when we can. So, all right. So now the Panthers make a good play after we get that. They get them in the backfield. So
Yeah,
with the
sorry
loss.
about that. We were distracted here with food.
Yeah, I feel like we're on game day. Yeah, let's try out these.
Right, yeah.
It smells like brisket
I know.
tacos.
I think they
or
said
something
chicken fajita tacos.
Oh, chicken fajita
I think
tacos.
that's what was
Well, I
on
thought
the menu tonight.
Oh,
and
man.
some sausages.
My nose is deceiving
Sausage
me.
wraps. That's okay. Peyton Helford throwing the ball, and that was intended for Hudson Jenner. But high and wide and out of bounds.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I had misspoke. It was the Panthers who lost the yard earlier, and now it's a 3rd and 11. Now, Panthers are in a little bit of a hole, and usually when they have this hole here in this game, you know who they've gone to. So we'll see if that pattern continues.
Well, here we go. 3rd and 11
Yeah.
at the Panther 19. Motion by Trotty. Helford's going to hand it this time, and he is slung to the ground by number 34, who is a good-sized fella. That is – sorry, I got to turn the light on, Hank.
Yeah, that's okay.
That's Grady Johnson, yeah.
Yeah, Panthers now are going to have to punt for the first time in this game as they were – Smithville comes in there and makes a great tackle.
The Panthers are averaging, folks, 40 yards a punt for the season. I don't know how many people knew that, but 40.8 yards. They've punted 12 times. That's like, pros average 41, 42 yards. So Peyton Helford,
So
good for
right
you.
Now.
You don't like to punt, but you do like a good punter, right? And another good punt there. Oh, he drops it.
Loose.
He drops it, but does he get back on it?
Yeah.
Yes.
He muffs it and then recovers it. It was like that ball took a dive, too, right at the end, and it dove to the ground pretty quickly.
So, real quick, volleyball won tonight, so that's going to put them at 28-15. They will move. They were tied with Fredericksburg. They beat Fredericksburg tonight. I think in straight sets was what the message we got. And that'll make them the Panthers 5-4, so they'll be solely in 3rd place. And they have one game remaining against Bandera, and Fredericksburg has to play Davenport. So, looking good for the Lady Panthers to finish 3rd. Davis, shotgun, and he's drugged down. He looks like he was running the option to the left side or the far side of the field. But good play by the Panthers, Hank.
Yeah. I think the Panthers, what they're doing is now, doing exactly what Coach Blunt had said is they've got to play assignment football, and you said it too.
Yes.
And with the option like this, everybody's got them in. Just like the old days. Somebody has to take the quarterback, somebody has the pitch back. Oh, they got called a chop block.
Okay, so
that's
going to back them up again. Smithville doesn't need any more. They're down 21 here, 10 minutes left in the second quarter. But that was a big one there, Hank.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we got the Halloween jack-o'-lantern on the top right too. It's like we got the Halloween, going. So.
So that's going to bring up a 1st and 25. Under 10 minutes here until halftime. Panthers up 21-0 from their own 29-yard line. And we're going to have a screen right up the middle. Ton of room. He does pick up 15. He's still running. He gets loose again. He drops the football. It's rolling around, and it goes out of bounds, it looks like. I thought the Panthers were going to jump on it. And, wow, the Smithville Tigers are going to pick up about 24 of the 25 needed yards on 1st down. And let's see. Ball did roll out of bounds.
Oh, wow. And where it rolls out is where it's going to be spotted, since it's on the – that was a big play for Smithville.
Davis in the shotgun. He hands off up the middle. He's going to have the first down, it looks like.
Yep, yeah. I mean, I tell you that the Panthers were stiff. And I mean, they stiffened up the defense, but it's still going to be enough for a first down for Smithville. And Smithville is somebody you don't, like I said, you still can't take too lightly. I mean, a 3-score lead, you score here and – things could turn out a lot different, especially when they get the ball back in the second half.
Second half, they received the kickoff, correct,
Right.
Yes. Davis, shotgun formation. He's got 2 receivers open. Oh, he's got a wheel route. He's got Thompson. He's down the sideline. He's finally drug out of bounds near the 15-yard line.
Yeah, Thompson on that outside just takes it down, like you said, on a wheel route that, just gets between the corner and the safety. And right in the open spot. And I tell you, Trip Davis, not a bad little quarterback, making a good throw there.
Yeah, right. That's correct. And I mean, he's a sophomore, I think. No, I'm sorry. He's a junior. But
He's a junior still.
I know he wasn't a senior, so.
Right.
They're going to have him back, and we'll see him at Smithville next year. Districts will stay the same for another year after this year. Then they'll realign again. Davis hits his receiver again. Panthers playing soft coverage on their corners. And throwing underneath, and he's going to pick up about
He stopped by number 13.
at least
Jenner.
6, looks like. He'll bring up 2nd and 4 from the Panther 14-yard line.
Gain of 5, 2nd and 5. Correction, gain of 6, 2nd and 4.
So Tigers looking towards their sideline.
Yeah, and they're taking a little bit of time.
They are.
It's under 10 seconds for the play clock.
Motion out of the backfield. He's going to hand it to Gurley. Gurley's got some room.
Uh-oh.
He fights his way, and he jumps up, and he's pulled down.
20, Justin
Can't
Gurley
see
on the
exactly
carry.
who that was.
Yeah, he gets the
Number
first
13.
down,
Number
yeah.
13, Hudson Jenner.
Hudson Jenner brings him down, but not before he's inside the 5-yard line.
Hudson Jenner comes over from the corner side. He was playing corner and has to come all the way down from that side. And now he makes the tackle. Luckily he does, because if not, Gurley's in the end zone.
Yeah, exactly. And 1st and goal at the 3. Davis under center now. He's going to hand it in the I formation. Panthers chew that up, though.
Who was that low? Wow.
Somebody was low.
Oh,
Deacon
that
Bush was in there.
Xander Barnes.
20,
Xander Barnes, coach told me on the little side note, is like, man, you can't see, that engine goes 100 miles an hour. He says, even if you're running scout defense, whatever it is, he's going, all out every time. And that's what they love about him. They had a hard time running against scout defense when he was on there.
Well, and he broke the starting lineup a couple weeks ago.
Right.
I think this is the 3rd week for him to start. Handoff here, again, up the middle. It looks like Smithville's going to get in for a score.
They did.
And that
Touchdown,
is
Smithville.
number 20, the running back, Gurley.
Number 20, Justin Gurley.
And
3 yards out.
like I said, Hank, they needed to do something because they were down 21-0, and pending an extra point, they'll be down.
Only 14 and
right?
Panthers, they have to answer. There's no doubt. They have to come back and answer. And I said you have to score early and often, which they did. Now they have to continue to score.
Hold is down, kick is good.
Extra point attempt is good by number 6, Zane Perkins.
All right, well, we'll go ahead and take a quick break. You're watching Navarro Panther football on the Navarro Panther Network. We'll be right back.
What rhymes with great?
Participate.
Where does greatness start? Here, in the classroom. On the stage.
In the pool. On the field. Where will your greatness take you?
To better grades.
To more friends.
Be great.
Participate
All right, we're back here, Irwin
Oh,
Lee Field.
man. Yeah, I was like, man, look at these tacos that we got
Yeah.
here. You said chicken fajitas, and I was
think
like,
so.
I don't know if we got.
Look at these boys.
Oh, man, look at that. Oh, man, look at this.
Right.
I was like, oh, man, okay. Wow.
Oh, yeah.
Good stuff.
Chicken fajita tacos. Good job. Thank you, Panther Posse,
Yeah,
for bringing
yeah,
that up
exactly.
and cooking that. And, man, they wrap this like a professionals. I
I was
almost
like,
feel like
wow.
I'm in.
And then
You
I
know,
dropped
in a
a few on.
restaurant.
I dropped some on the floor. They're gonna kill me.
Oh, no.
Oh man.
You'll be up here late, sweeping and
Yeah.
cleaning this place out, right?
Yeah, I will.
So here we go, kickoff. That's Evan Rodriguez picks it up. He returns it out, and we got some flags. 2 flags come in. He gets it out to about the 23-yard line. Let's see what the flags are about.
Yeah, we're trying to see where the white hat is there, and he's our head official. I was gonna get the officials' names, and sorry, I didn't get those. Here's the call.
So 6:15 left here in the second quarter, sorry. Panthers up 21-7.
See what the call is. Personal foul.
Targeting
against the Panthers? And they're the receiving team.
Personal foul, blindside block called against the Panthers.
So the Panthers are moving up. I think they probably need to turn back around because they're going to have 15 yards marched off against them here. And again, I talked about the Panthers playing clean here and being, the least penalized team in the last probably 4 years, maybe more. And they've been making they have several penalties on them tonight. So hands the ball up. That's Cohen Blunt. He's fighting. He's dragging a man. And Cohen doesn't like it.
Yeah, he still gets good yardage. That offensive line gets a good push. And he just follows in right behind that line, especially on the left side with Cade Pugh and Craig Hyman, and he's able to get the good yardage on that side.
So Panthers would start this drive, or did start the drive, sorry, at the 14-yard line. Gets a gain of 7, 2nd and 3 from the 20. Handoff up the middle, Colorado Kenaway. Cuts back, gets a first down. He's out past the 35 to about the 34-yard line.
Yeah, I had a good talk with Coach Blunt about Kenway, and they always knew he had speed, but they didn't know he had that knack for, making guys, breaking tackles, So, when we saw him as he's developed, breaking tackles has been a big key, and he broke 2 tackles on that run there on getting that first down.
He did, and he's got a little shiftiness to him as well. He's a tall kid,
right?
Which you don't see a lot of shiftiness from real tall boys, but this time Helford's going to keep it, and he's drugged down, but not after a nice long run there, about almost 9, close to another Panther first down, but he's going to be a little short.
Right. And, with that kind of play, the one thing I saw was that that Kenway got a little late start on that. And if he gets a better jump on that one, I think, Helford could go a lot farther down the field.
And Helford been a great runner this year. He showed off his speed again last week. Handoff this time up the middle. That's Kenaway. He's finally touched. He ran into the back of one of his own men, but
right.
He picks up quite a few there.
I don't know if we hear the audience, Mike, but on that particular play, if you look, that's the tackle coming down and making a big, from the strong tackle side, comes over and makes a big block on that play, and that was Beltran.
So they are going to mark it at the Tiger 40-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Panthers, and Panthers answering in a good way here to the score by the Tigers and chewing up clock as well. Hands off this time up the middle, and it's going to be a short gain there for the Panthers.
Ball carrier number 5, Dylan Trotty. Stop by number 15, Bodie Gertz. Gain of 3, 2nd and 7.
So they're going to say a gain of 4, 2nd and 6 from the 37. 36. Helford going to throw. He's looking downfield. He launches it.
Oh, he's going for a
got
Hudson.
it. The receiver wasn't really open. He threw it a little short, and that was, again, Hudson Jenner. A lot of young kids playing tonight.
Right. I'd like to see that.
You know, you got Deegan Bush in there. Ledesma's been playing a bunch. These are all sophomores. Risky's been playing in the past couple games. This is a sophomore. That's Hudson Jenner. He'll be back next year as well. So, you know, Coach Blunt trying to get some of the youngsters some varsity football playing time.
Right.
Looking towards the future.
I don't know if we have our crowd mic up, but hopefully we can hear the crowd out there.
Handoff this time. He's around the corner. I'm sorry, that is Peyton Helford, and Peyton's going to take that to the house. And that'll be another Panther touchdown.
Here it is as he runs through, and Helford just takes it around the corner and is able to make a big play on that one.
Dives in the end zone at the end.
A little late on that, but
so great play there by Helford, again showing off his speed. He's the holder. He holds it. Soto's kick is up, and it looks good.
Yep.
And 2:50 left here from Urban Lee Field. My name's Lance Blackburn, joined by Hank Dieter. Your Navarro Panthers are up 28-7. And full control of this one, and nothing that we did not really expect, I think, Hank. I mean,
yep.
You know, just come in, do your business, get the win, get out. Hopefully don't suffer any, you know, big injuries or anything, or any injuries, but, you know, certainly injuries to some of your bigger players, and get some good practice for next week. Next week's going to be a tough football game.
Oh, yeah. Got to go to Lago.
Go to Lago. And I can tell you right now, I know when my son was playing, Lago didn't like us. And they just didn't.
Right.
They didn't. Their coaching staff doesn't like us. I think they take it as a challenge because we're a physical football team. And they take that as a challenge. And they challenge their players all week. Now, Lago's sitting at home right now, probably watching this.
Oh, yeah.
So they've got 2 weeks to prepare for the Panthers. And so I promise you, the Lago,
it's not going to be an easy game.
Yeah, Lago Vista Vikings will bring it next week.
That's right.
At halftime, Marion is leading Ingram Moore 21-7.
Kick goes out of bounds.
Oh, that's going to
but
be a penalty.
it was touched by the Smithville Tigers. Yes.
Oh, okay.
So it is not a penalty.
Right. As we learned that, we were trying to. They threw on a play that one week. They threw the penalty, and we're like, well, is it really a penalty? I don't know. You know.
And in the second quarter, Wimberley is now leading Gonzales 17-10.
You know, so we say Wimberley leading Gonzales, as Gonzales early on was leading now.
Yeah,
but Wimberley 17-10, but still a tight game. That's kind of surprising, but
First down, Smithville.
we know Wimberley's Wimberley. So
well, the thing is last week, you know, Gonzales had some athletes, and I don't think they got the ball deep enough to their athletes and challenged the Panthers enough, and it bit them.
Oh yeah, and
the Panthers played very well.
Their offense was so.
So they get behind you. They got some speed.
Magnan,
that pass is incomplete. Good pass again. Another drop by the Tiger receiver. So not helping their quarterback out a whole lot tonight. And there's no excuse for it tonight, folks. It's not cold. It's not windy. It's not rainy. It's a
good dry night. Yeah,
it's a good dry night. It's a little warm for October the 25th. Handoff. Goes here to the right side. He breaks away. That's
Oh,
Gurley.
man.
And again, this is what we're talking about a little bit. Let's gang tackle here, guys. Come on, and get him down.
Number 20, Justin Gurley on the carry. Pushed
Next
out
week,
of bounds by number 12.
They're going to have to
James
face
Laws.
Swade Griffin, the son of Michael Griffin, who played at Texas for a number of years, played for the Vikings for 9 years
Wow.
in NFL.
That's interesting.
So we played against Swade a couple of times. He started as a freshman for Lago Vista. And trying to run the option, doesn't have a pitch man. And Panthers swallow that up and make a great play there. A swarm of them, and that's, again, what we like to see.
Yeah, and Panthers, staying at home on that one, not committing, and that's the hardest thing to deal with on the option side as an option quarterback is when they sit, you have nowhere to go, so.
Yeah, so good discipline, good assignment
Right,
football, Hank.
right.
From the Panthers. And you're going to see some of that option. Lagos runs some of that option. So you're going to see that again next week.
Right. So
a little practice.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see how that goes. With Smithville taking a timeout here, we're going to keep it here. But, right now we saw some of the scores had changed with Wimberley only up 17-10 over Gonzales. You never know.
What's that Salado game? Does anyone get
that Salado, I was looking for that one.
That's the one we really need to keep our eye on.
Right, and Salado, the last time I saw it, was up 14-7 over Gerald. We're actually kind of rooting for, Gerald. So so we'll see how that plays out.
Yeah, and the reason is because
the tiebreaker.
Because of the tiebreaker, and because we don't have a tiebreaker against Salado, so we want them to get beat.
Yeah, and if there is a three-way tie, it is that point differential between those three teams. So.
That's right.
And we had a big
Davis back, shotgun. He launches it. He had a receiver, but tightly covered. Again, it looked like it hit Thompson in the chest, and he drops it.
Pass intended for number 8. Eric Thompson goes incomplete. And on coverage number 65, Luke Vogel.
So Vogel was there in tight coverage, but again, a nice throw.
Right.
I'm impressed with the throwing of this quarterback. If he had a couple receivers that would help him out, it might be a little bit different ball game here.
That's right.
So 3rd and 9, ball on the 41, shotgun formation motion. He's rolling to his right. He's getting pressure. He lets it go. He's got a wide again. He just couldn't get it to his receiver. His receiver number 0 was wide open in the zone, and would have had a first down and more.
Yeah, Osorio was there in between again the safety and corner, and he hits that spot. But with the pressure, Ian Garcia coming in on and Davis, it makes it very hard for him to get his feet settled.
Yeah, and it was almost like he probably should have slowed down, got a throw because he had a guy.
Get his feet under him.
Yeah, get his feet under him, taking a little bit of a hit, taking a shot.
Yeah.
But Smithville will punt it. They punt it away. Bounces about the 35, rolls inside the Panther 20. They'll take over the football about their 17-yard line up here in the second quarter for minute 32, 28-7.
Down by the Tigers.
So now when the Panthers take over here on offense, they're going to be in decent field position here. And, now this is the time to kind of, put this thing away, so to speak.
Yeah,
I mean,
you score
it's not
here.
over.
It's not over, but I think if you
score here, I think it's you're
I
on
think
your
it's
way.
over.
You're on your way. Yeah.
I'm not. I
ain't gonna be calling.
I know
turn
you're
at the line.
And I agree. I don't like to say that, but it's just sputtering offense. It would take a flurry of turnovers by the Panthers to kind of fall in jeopardy of possibly losing this one if they score here. So, but I agree. I mean, it's never over till it's over, right?
That's right.
I hear my dad saying that.
Yep.
and Hank.
Yeah. It's not over till it's over, baby.
Yeah. And they hand it off up the middle. That's Trotty. Trotty does gain a few. Looks like about 5 before he's pushed back.
To number 5, Dylan Trotty.
Yeah, you get
Stop by 25.
gets a
Dalton Ellis.
decent gain on it, almost 6 yards on that play. Panthers kind of go a little hurry up and shotgun.
Helford rolls out, and he hits Galani in the hands. Goes right through him, and falls incomplete. Galani would have had the first down, bring up 3rd and 5.
Yeah, I think that's one of those where, they're thinking about running before catching the ball. So,
Yes. Yes.
because that's another one that's hitting your hands. Got to catch it.
Got to catch it. And Galani's had some issues this year with dropping the football that have hit him in the hands, but that's okay. He's made some catches as well, so let's catch the next one. All right, 3rd and 5, I think, from my calculation. That's Blunt straight up the middle. And Blunt is going to fight his way to a first down. Yeah,
here's his.
Ellis on the tackle.
And I tell you,
they'll hurry up right here.
Shotgun formation here for Helford.
Less than a minute.
He's going to roll to his left. He's got a receiver and a nice catch. Galani comes back and does catch that, but we do have whistles, so that isn't going to count.
Is it before? It has to be before the play.
Yeah.
So let's see what they're going to call.
I would assume some sort of motion.
Right.
We were lined up in a formation we don't usually use,
Right.
shotgun, and I don't know, illegal shift, they call it legal procedure.
Good ball foul, false start called against the Panthers.
So, and we were hurrying to get that off.
5-yard mark off, 1st and 15.
And I'd probably say, Helford, slow it down just a smidgen.
Right.
Because Galani was going to catch it and go out of bounds anyways, right? Stop the clock. So, take your time. This is maybe a little sophomore mistake there by Helford. So the refs are, and we haven't had a referee picnic in a while.
Yeah,
that was
or going to grandma's house, as you say, for cookies or.
It's been a while.
Wow,
So
let's see what happens here.
With the penalty, there is a 10-second runoff.
Yeah.
Okay, 10-second runoff with the penalty.
Yeah, against the Panthers, unless you elect to take the timeout, but Panthers have not. With I believe they still have 2 timeouts remaining, not 3 here.
So ball rest at the 25-yard line. 1st and 15. Helford in the shotgun. 3 receivers to the left. And he's rolling out. He throws it. Again, it hits the receiver in the hands. That's Cohen Blunt. That would have been a tough catch.
Right.
But as my dad and Hank always says, hit you in the hands.
You got to catch it.
you got to pull it in.
Yeah, you got to pull it in. You got to catch it.
You got to put that basket, put it in the bread basket and take it home. Yeah. So 40 seconds here. 3rd and 15. Panthers getting a little cute, as they would say. I think they'll probably go back to their bread and butter here, or maybe not. Maybe they're in their 2-minute offense. Looks like they're back in their standard formation. Helford is going to roll to his right this time and overthrows. Yeah, throws a little high. He did have Blunt open. And I do like this, though, and this is one of my keys.
Yeah.
Let's throw some different formations and throw the ball around a little bit. You've got the big enough lead at this point.
Yeah, let's develop some, some passing
continuity,
plays.
Right? Yeah.
Right. But I do like the look with the black pants and the purple jerseys, kind of a little bit of a throwback to the early 2000s and stuff, with the black pants and coming up, that black was a big part of the Panthers as well.
So it is 4th and 15. The Panthers are going to hand it off up the middle, and it's going to be pulled down just short. I think that's
good. Looks like
Kenaway.
Colorado Kenaway. I love that name, man.
And I'm sorry, that was 3rd down. They're going to hand it this time to Cohen Blunt on 4th down.
Ooh, does he roll enough?
He rolled. I think he did. He rolled over the top of 72 there.
Yeah, he was on top of the pile, on top of the defenders. So you're not down until then. So the Panthers take their second timeout, so they only have 1 left.
13 seconds, though, Hank. And
You got to run your other. You got to run your big plays here. I guess you don't want to show too much, but if you can run one of those, run one of your big plays, that scoring plays. I've always told though that every play, if everybody blocks and does your job,
right,
every play is designed to go for a touchdown.
It is. At least that's what the coaches used to always say.
Right. So, I mean, yeah.
I mean, you that's what you told your youth, your little leaguers, right?
It's like, hey,
football.
If everybody does their job, every play you should score.
That's right.
If everybody do it. But the hardest part is that it's mano a mano. You got to beat the other guy. Everybody has to beat their guy.
That's right.
So not just one.
That's
but
true.
All.
That's true. And if that happens, you're banging your head on the goalpost.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
So, all right. So here we go. Shotgun formation. Cohen Blunt in the backfield. Helford back. He's got Galini. He chunks it up. Galini's up there. He catches it.
Big play.
I mean, we only had one guy running in the route.
That on replay.
Right?
There it is.
Maybe two, but I thought it was only one. No, there was two.
Oh, up. Yeah, he went up and got the ball at it. It's pretty close to its height. So what you like to see from a tall receiver like Galini. So, yeah, the Panthers do take that final timeout here.
So if you're watching from home and you're, and you're an up-and-coming football player and you're on defense, just go knock that ball down.
Yeah.
Just go get that ball and knock it down. They had one guy running down in there, and he threw it up, and Helford throws a nice deep ball.
Yeah.
And Galini goes up and gets it, but yeah, the Smithville Tigers go knock that thing down.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's exactly right.
But hey, we'll take it. Huge play there for the Panthers, and it's going to put them. Let's see what they do, Hank. Are we going to kick a field goal? We haven't tried a field goal all year.
I think we might. We hadn't tried one, and not a field goal. So Soto is going to try one, and it looks like he's going to be kicking it from the 29. So it's going to be
39.
39-yarder. So that's a big one. So
39-yarder.
Let's see if we can pan out from this. Let's zoom out. And
no wind. The flag is straight down. Snaps down. The kick is up.
Is it? Is it?
Good.
Oh, wow.
Boy, they really delayed the drama.
Attempt is good by 30.
That was
Carl
a great,
Soto.
good for Mr. Soto, the senior.
39 yards.
Yeah, awesome. He is excited, as you can see. The Panthers score at the end, and they make it 31-7. We're going to run some public service announcements, and then we'll get back to you, and we'll be right back after these messages. So we'll take a break as well. See you.
We're with Bridget, whose husband won't be home for months, and whose daughter is due any day. We're with Mike, who's leaving home to protect his family and yours. We're with all service members and their families who need community, connection, and maybe a bit of magic. Are you with them? Learn more at uso.org today.
What rhymes with great?
Participate.
Where does greatness start? Here, in the classroom. On the stage.
In the pool. On the field.
Where will your greatness take you?
To better grades.
To more friends. Yeah! Be great.
Participate! Hey, conductor, how about something new? You played this last year. Come on, get your head out of your sacks.
Shh, we're trying to hear.
Well, I'm sick and tired of hearing your kid play the wrong notes. Where's my kid solo?
At least you can see your kid. Why is my kid stuck way in the back?
The conductor only plays his favorite.
My kid heard that solo!
You see what I did?
Yeah!
Parents, catching kids being good is at the heart of every parenting strategy you'll find at boystown.org/parenting. We've got parenting guides, articles, videos, quick tips, and even live parent talks on Facebook with Boys Town experts. Visit boystown.org/praise to receive your 10 Ways to Praise magnet. It's a great reminder to catch them being good, and that great parenting advice is just a click away.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 12 million participants in America who take part in high school sports or activities.
Parents, catching kids being good is at the heart of every parenting strategy you'll find at boystown.org/parenting. We've got parenting guides, articles, videos, quick tips, and even live parent talks on Facebook with Boys Town experts. Visit boystown.org/praise to receive your 10 Ways to Praise magnet. It's a great reminder to catch them being good, and that great parenting advice is just a click away.
We're with Bridget, whose husband won't be home for months and whose daughter is due any day. We're with Mike, who's leaving home to protect his family and yours. We're with all service members and their families who need community, connection, and maybe a bit of magic. Are you with them? Learn more at uso.org today.
What rhymes with great?
Participate.
Where does greatness start? Here, in the classroom. On the stage.
In the pool. On the field.
Where will your greatness take you?
To better grades.
To more friends. Yeah! Be great.
Participate! Hey, conductor, how about something new? You played this last year. Come on, get your head out of your sacks.
Shh, we're trying to hear.
Well, I'm sick and tired of hearing your kid play the wrong notes. Where's my kid solo?
At least you can see your kid. Why is my kid stuck way in the back?
The conductor only plays his favorite.
Parents, catching kids being good is at the heart of every parenting strategy you'll find at boystown.org/parenting. We've got parenting guides, articles, videos, quick tips, and even live parent talks on Facebook with Boys Town experts. Visit boystown.org/praise to receive your 10 Ways to Praise magnet. It's a great reminder to catch them being good, and that great parenting advice is just a click away.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 12 million participants in America who take part in high school sports or activities.
Okay.
All right. And
we're back.
Yeah, we're back here. And we've got some stats that we're going to bring up here. So once we get the overlays up here, at least overlay 1 and 2.
We got Scott Kidney here with us
Yeah.
from the Seguin Gazette with his famous stats.
All right. So what do you, let's see. Go ahead and go over them, Scott, and we'll talk about these as well.
All right, we'll start with Smithville. 8 first downs, 17 rushes for 65 yards, 89 passing yards on 5 out of 13 attempts. They had 3 punts, averaged 37 yards, 1 fumble, didn't lose it. They had 3 penalties for 21 yards. Leading rusher is Gurley, 10 carries, 57 yards and a touchdown. Leading receiver is Thompson, 3 catches, 61 yards. For the Panthers, they have 10 first downs. They have 22 rushes, 355 yards.
Wow.
30 passing yards on 1 out of 6 attempts. 1 punt for 40 yards. They have not fumbled, and they have 4 penalties for 28 yards. The leading rushers for the Panthers, Blunt, 7 carries, 118 yards and a touchdown. Colorado Kenway, 7 catches, 102 yards and a touchdown.
Wow.
And Dylan Trotty, 5 carries for 90 yards and touchdowns. They almost have 3 100-yard rushers at halftime.
And what's Helford?
Oh,
Helford
man.
scored a long touchdown.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, 30.
Helford, I think, is 45. He had
Okay.
a 37-yarder, but
Yep.
not much going into that. But, yeah, he could get there. He may get to 100, too, if the way this game's going. And their only catch was by Galini, the 1 catch for 30 yards.
Wow, what a tale here. So, I mean, I might have messed up on the penalties on on the Tigers here, but I don't know how many penalties.
They had 3
They had
penalties, yeah.
3. Okay.
They had 3. We had 4. What was our yardage on penalties?
28.
28. Okay.
Yeah, so that kind of tells you the dominance of the Panthers tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. And a field goal.
And
One
a
for
field
one.
goal.
Yeah, and
His
a field goal.
First attempt
39.
of the season.
Hey,
yes,
and what a field goal it was, 39 yards. Right?
39. That really is great to be able to score on that last drive.
Right.
It didn't look pretty. It didn't look like they were going to do it the
Right.
way they probably planned it, but worked out, and that certainly helps go in the locker room. So.
Wow, that's I think that with the with what the Panthers were able to do, I think Lance was talking about earlier. Well, I know he was talking about earlier the fact that the Panthers needed to work on some of their passing game as well, and they were doing that tonight. So what are your thoughts on that?
I think that they're still struggling in the passing game, but you need a completion now and then, and that completion was big for them. The one they got, the 30 yards. There's still some
Right.
timing off, but you need to keep trying. You just
Right.
keep working it, and they show that they're dedicated to that. It's a funny half because we're sitting in that booth saying,
Right.
you know, boy, we don't look sharp offensively, and then we go 84 yards. You know,
Right.
and they're getting the big plays. You know, there's some things, the false start penalties are concerning. You know, some of
Right.
the plays, but you know, getting the job done, and that's what matters.
Well,
Yes.
well, thanks a lot, Scott. Now tell the people where they can find you and what they can see when they can. You know?
SeguinGazette.com. The story will be in for Sunday's paper, and it'll be we'll have the preview for next week's game. We'll be running in on Wednesday.
All right. Well, thanks a lot. I think we'll be getting ready here for the homecoming court and all. And thanks again, Scott.
Good deal. Thank you.
Thanks, Scott. We'll see you after the game and the post-game show.
Yeah, we'll have a post-game show. Hopefully it'll be an abbreviated show where we can get things knocked out and be done and celebrating another victory for the Panthers. So, and we'll go out to the band and we'll listen to some of the sights and sounds that we'll have here as we will be getting ready for the homecoming court to come out. So
Right.
I'll put that over to the audience mic and let our announcer take care of that. So we'll be back after homecoming.
As we begin our homecoming festivities, we politely request that no one stand along the front rail to take pictures to keep from blocking the view of others. We appreciate your cooperation in this matter. Now, if you would please give a warm welcome to the Pride of Navarro, the area-bound, award-winning Navarro Panther Marching Band. And now the Navarro High School Student Council presents the 2024 Homecoming Court. We begin with the freshman class favorites, Trey Pilot and Leah Reyes. Leah is the 15-year-old daughter of James and Julie Reyes. Trey is the 15-year-old son of Lori and Steve Pilot. The sophomore class favorites are Tyler Risky and Brooke Brown. Brooke is the 15-year-old daughter of Ashley Brown, dad, Lisa Smith, mom, and Jack Smith, stepdad. Tyler is the 16-year-old son of Mandy and Walt Risky. The junior class favorites are Braddock Galini and Journey Martin. Journey is the 17-year-old daughter of Christine Hartwick. Braddock is the 17-year-old son of Jared and Natasha Galini. The senior class favorites are Joey Perella, Nick Aranda, and Madison Gilliam. Joey is the 17-year-old son of Thomas and Jennifer Perella. Nick is the 17-year-old son of Leslie and Justin Mendoza. Madison is the 17-year-old daughter of Ryan and Donna Gilliam. Now the homecoming king and queen nominees. The first nominees are Kate Wozniak and Cade Pugh. Kate is the 16-year-old daughter of Doug and Bridget Wozniak from Seguin, Texas. Kate is on the Navarro varsity volleyball team and is a member of National Honor Society. Kate plans to play beach volleyball at Texas A&M Kingsville University while studying for a degree in psychology. Kate is the 17-year-old son of John and Nina Pugh from Seguin, Texas. Kate is a valuable member of the Navarro varsity football team. He plans on attending Texas A&M University to study business management. The second nominees are Craig Hyman and Callie Scott. Callie is the 17-year-old daughter of Anastasia Scott of Seguin. Callie is a member of the Navarro varsity basketball team and National Honor Society. Callie is also an officer for the NHS Student Council and serves as the Key Club president. Callie plans on attending university to study and become a physician's assistant. Craig is the 18-year-old son of Jenny Cunningham and David Hyman from Seguin, Texas. He's a valuable member of the Navarro varsity football team and the Navarro varsity baseball team. Craig plans on attending Texas State University to study business management. The third nominees are Patrick Monhay and Allie Wilkinson. Allie is the 17-year-old daughter of Chelsea and Jason Wilkinson from Seguin, Texas. After high school, Allie plans on attaining her real estate license to pursue a career in real estate. Patrick is the 18-year-old son of Aaron Warren and Eric Tate from Seguin, Texas. He is a valuable member of the Navarro varsity basketball and varsity tennis teams. Patrick is also a member of the National Honor Society. After high school, Patrick plans to attend a 4-year university to pursue sports medicine. The final nominees are Elijah Farley and Dakota Hess. Dakota is a 17-year-old daughter of Jeff and Rosa Hess of Seguin, Texas. She is one of Navarro's varsity cheerleaders. Next year, Dakota plans to attend esthetician school. Elijah is the 18-year-old son of Alan and Amanda Farley from Seguin, Texas. Elijah is a member of Navarro High School's varsity basketball, varsity baseball, and varsity track teams. After high school, he plans to attend a 4-year college and will play baseball. At this time, we would like to welcome back our 2023 Homecoming King, Hayden Tolliver, and our 2023 Homecoming Queen, Sienna Kramer, to help crown our new court. And now for the results. The 2024 Dukes and Duchesses are Elijah Farley and Kate Wozniak, Kate Pugh and Allie Wilkinson. The 2024 Prince and Princess are Patrick Monhay and Callie Scott. And your 2024 Homecoming King and Queen are Craig Hyman and Dakota Hess. Congratulations, ladies and gentlemen. Your 2024 Homecoming King, Queen, Prince, Princess, Dukes, and Duchesses. Congratulations to everyone.
What rhymes with great?
Participate.
Where does greatness start? Here, in the classroom. On the stage.
In the pool.
On the field.
Where will your greatness take you?
To better grades.
To more friends.
Be great.
Participate! Hey, conductor, how about something new? You played this last year.
Come on, get your head out of your sacks. We're trying to hear. Well, I'm sick and tired of hearing your kid play the wrong notes. Where's my kid solo?
At least you can see your kid. Why is my kid stuck way in the back?
The conductor only plays his favorite.
My kid heard that solo!
You saying I did?
Yeah!
We're with Bridget, whose husband won't be home for months and whose daughter is due any day. We're with Mike, who's leaving home to protect his family and yours. We're with all service members and their families who need community, connection, and maybe a bit of magic. Are you with them? Learn more at uso.org today.
Parents, catching kids being good is at the heart of every parenting strategy you'll find at boystown.org/parenting. We've got parenting guides, articles, videos, quick tips, and even live parent talks on Facebook with Boys Town experts. Visit boystown.org/praise to receive your 10 Ways to Praise magnet. It's a great reminder to catch them being good, and that great parenting advice is just a click away.
All right, we're back here at halftime. Homecoming festivities have wrapped up, but I want to give a shout out to the Navarro High School cross country team.
All right.
Excellent
yes.
season. We've got two students or players, runners going to state. That'll be coming up, I think, next week in Round Rock, Texas. State will be two ladies. One of them was out on the field just earlier, cheerleader as well. Maddie Gillum.
Wow.
Congratulations to Maddie. She finished 5th in regionals. And
she's on her way.
On her way to state.
There you go. I didn't want to steal your thunder there.
No, and
she's
then,
on her way, and I was hoping you'd say state.
Yeah.
Right?
And then the second one.
We got to give her a big wait.
There you go. And the second runner is her teammate, another female. And this, I tell you, my daughter is friends with her, and she's not only a great young lady, but man, she is a trooper. I mean, she gets up at like 4 and runs like 5 miles, 6 miles every morning. Lilia Flo, shout out to you, Lilia. Good luck to you. She finished, I think, 13th in regionals, but she's a junior. Maddie's a senior, so incredible accomplishments.
The coaches go up to the crow's nest here.
And the coach is going up to that's right, the crow's nest, But but great job by the entire cross country. Coach Madgen, shout out to you. Jason Madgen, been a long time runner and does a great job. We know a few of his relatives too.
Right.
Anyways, great job to the Navarro High School cross country team.
Yeah, what an awesome feat, and cross country, man, really takes and, shows, a lot of stamina, guts, and, you got to be dedicated.
Oh, yeah.
People don't really, you've really got to be dedicated to be a cross country runner.
Absolutely.
You're getting here, probably a little before 6 in the morning, you're and you're running there, and then you've got to do your meets, unbelievable. What do they run, 20 miles a week or so? It's unbelievable.
Something crazy. Look at.
Oh, well, we're, the fajitas, tacos went. Coach Taylor, we're sorry, Coach. Sorry.
He's gonna.
We're putting you on a diet.
Hank gave yours away. Yeah, sorry about that.
The shirtless wonder, as he calls me, I guess, so.
That's right.
I was in Lavernia trying to change out from a sweaty shirt,
funny.
and he's like, man, I saw this crazy shirtless guy up there.
Yeah. Up in the booth. Anyways, all good, but second half here, man. Panthers in full control, Hank, 31-7.
Yeah, let's go to the band down there. They're really getting after it. Let's
Yeah.
see if we could get a shot of that. So
band,
they're down there just
and the
playing
band's
away.
In their competition season, they've been doing well as well. Oh, shout out also last night, sub-varsity football.
Oh, yeah, we got to get over that, yes. Let's
I
see
need
if we
to turn on the light maybe
There we
just
go.
for a second. 7th grade won over Smithville 6-0.
Uh-huh.
8th grade won over Smithville 24-0. So junior high, complete shutout over the Smithville Tigers. And then they had a game against Smithville. It was a combined game, Hank, between the junior varsity and the freshmen. And domination by the Panthers, 46-12.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So
love to hear that.
Clean sweep for the Panthers in sub-varsity football last night. So great job there. And but yeah, 30 seconds here till second half. What are you looking for in the second half for the Panthers?
Well, I'm looking for the Panthers to keep the domination going and leave no doubt is what we talked about in the keys is just to make sure, put the pedal to the metal and keep her going. Just that's the offense has been very efficient. Only one punt tonight, so every possession essentially, they have scored on, even that last one with the field goal.
So yeah, and
here comes the Panthers.
Panthers come out.
I don't know if we got that there.
So this game's gone really kind of to script. The Panthers have dominated. Yeah. They scored on all of their possessions. They had the ball 6 times, 4 touchdowns, 1 field goal, and 1 punt for the Panthers. And to the Smithville Tigers scored on 1 of their possessions. So more to see. Smithville just they shoot themselves in the foot
Right.
quite a bit on the offense. They dropped a bunch of passes. On defense, I mean, if you're a Smithville fan, I got to be asking where the defensive line is.
Right.
Because the first couple touchdowns, those long runs by the Panthers, I honestly didn't see anybody even close to the ball carrier on the defensive line. And I mean, if that's a kudos to the Panther offensive line, but
right.
But yeah, Smithville's got to shore that up.
Yeah.
They will receive the second half kickoff. So let's see if they can come and do anything here offensively.
Yeah, and it was nice having. Now we're trying to get we got the sideline cam aboard, and we're showing some different
cool.
sites
Yeah.
and also we get that back and going. So
the return, he's got some room, and he's out across the 40-yard line. That was number 17 there. That returned that. Rory Johnson.
Rory Johnson, I mean, he looked like if he was able to get ahead of his team there and get to that outside, he would have been gone. But,
that's right.
It's a would have, could have, should have, and
right.
It's been that kind of night for Smithville as they had some open receivers, drop the ball. We saw a couple of times where, Trip Davis putting the ball on the money, and his receivers aren't pulling them in. So.
No, they're not. They're open too. I mean, for the most part, they've had several open receivers. Their scheme is very very good. You can tell they've got a good experienced coach. Gurley takes the handoff here off to the left side.
Yeah. So now, Panthers just have to continue and to develop some other players too. This is a great chance right now to see what your players, can do in these, situations. You'd like to have the first team out there here probably on the first series or so, but you'd like to mix them in and start doing some evaluation because somebody goes down, the next one's got to step up.
2nd 7, he hands it up the middle. He's got a bunch of room. He runs into his own player, Gurley, but he squirts back out and is down inside the Panther 30-yard line. So couple of sloppy plays there by the Panther defense, and not what you want to see. I mean, yes, you got a big lead, but come out and let's shut them down a little bit here, folks.
Yeah. Gurley, I mean, he's a
powerful runner.
Yeah, he's a powerful runner, and that's the best way to explain it. I mean, and he's got some speed with it.
1st and 10, he hands off again to Gurley, coming off the left side, cuts back. He's got a ton of room. He's still running inside the 5-yard line. So, again, the Panthers playing a little lazy on the defensive side of the football. So
Okay,
hurry up for showing a little sense of urgency there for the Tigers, huh, Wayne?
Yeah, I tell you, there is a lot of sense of urgency. And, if the Panthers wouldn't have scored, when they did in that first half, just imagine what this series would be for the Tigers. I know it's still important, but it would be more damaging in that case. So
Panthers show up on this play. It was 1st and goal at the 5, but the Panthers are right there to sniff that one out.
Yeah, Gurley didn't have any place to go when you have 2 or 3 Panthers coming through the line and making that stop. So they keyed on Gurley that time, that's for sure. And they did not want Gurley, to be the one to beat him, as he's pretty much controlled this series so far. It's been the Gurley show. I know that was not intended. After I said it, I'm like, oh my goodness.
Right. Well, it gave a couple chuckles, I'm sure. I'm sure everyone understands what the intentions were there.
Right.
No, Davis passes it. He catches it, and he stumbles.
Oh, my goodness. That's a touchdown with the 2 blockers out.
And that was Gurley.
Yeah. And he had the – and I'm not saying I'm rooting for him, but, you feel sorry for the kid because he had the opportunity to go in and score, and it was a good throw, good design play. Everything was set up except, the turf monster.
Yeah, I was going to say the turf monster reached up and grabbed him, his ankles there.
So it brings up a 3rd and goal. Big play here.
And, of course, Smithville, this 2-down territory. You're at the 4-yard line. So Davis rolls to his right. He's going to keep it. He's around the corner, but he's not in.
No, he's short. It's going to bring up a 4th down. A good job by stringing it out by the Panthers. Risky was one of the big players there to help seal that edge, to keep him from getting around the edge. So let's see how this plays out with the ball being spotted where they have it right at the 1-yard line. So, my goodness, 4th and goal from the 1. You can't get any better than this.
And so think of we did see Davis go up under center, and he's going to do it again.
There he is.
See if he keeps it. He does.
It's a tush push. Is he in? I don't know what the officials are going to call.
Let's see. I mean, they're running in, but they're not. No, they're going to mark it short, and the Panthers are going to hold.
Oh, my goodness. Here's the replay. He was stood up. I know he got a little forward movement, but I don't think he got much at all. So
and there's
Cohen Blunt in the middle of that.
There's no replay, obviously, in high school football, so that's not a reviewable play.
I don't know if we had it on the other camera angle at all, if we could take a look at it from there as well.
But the Panthers hold.
Yeah. Big 4th down. I mean, we got to give them a big.
And that's the second time that the Tigers have been down.
Here's the other camera angle, and it's just a little bit, it's right there. So that replay bug came back and bit us again.
Now, what you got to be scared of is the big 99-yard run here by Cohen Blunt or one of the backs here, right?
Yeah, you just want to get
he hands it in. He does get out of the end zone there. That looks like it was Kenaway.
Yeah, you just want to get a little bit of room out of there. You don't want to be all the way back, backed up in your goal line and back in the end zone and allow for a safety.
And a lot of times you'll see teams do a run blitz or blitz 2 on a run blitz, and but sometimes that comes up to bite them, and that's when you break off a pretty big run.
That's right.
If you don't get them for a safety. So
now Panthers, I mean, they'll be set for a second down and 8 here coming up. And, this is one of those big plays that could happen.
handoff off the left side. That should be Kenaway.
Yeah, I believe it was. And, boy, is it quiet here, though.
It
the
is.
crowd and everything.
Yeah.
It's not that the crowd mic's off. It's just quiet here.
Stop by number 25, Dalton
Got 2
Ellis.
players down, 1 from each team right now.
Officials timeout for an injury.
So, and looks like we'll go ahead and take a quick break, too.
Yes.
We'll run one of our commercials here, our public service announcements. So you're watching Panther football on the Navarro Panther Network.
Parents, catching kids being good is at the heart of every parenting strategy you'll find at boystown.org/parenting. We've got parenting guides, articles, videos, quick tips, and even live parent talks on Facebook with Boys Town experts. Visit boystown.org/praise to receive your 10 Ways to Praise magnet. It's a great reminder to catch them being good, and that great parenting advice is just a click away.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 12 million participants in America who take part in high school sports or activities.
And we're back here.
Yeah, brought us back to us. Now, put it out on the field.
So 3rd down and 5 for the Panthers at their own 6-yard line. 7 minutes left here in the 3rd quarter. Panthers running. He's got a bunch of room. That's Cohen Blunt. And he rumbles out to about the 20. Oh, but the ball's out.
Oh.
And who jumps on it? No, that's Smithville football.
Is he down is going to be the question. And
Yes.
we'll see if we got the replay on that.
And it looks like
Go
they
ahead
are going to
and
mark
slow
him
it down if we can right at the end. You can go to now and then go back. Yeah, he was ruled down. So either way, it doesn't matter. It's what it doesn't matter what our replay shows.
That's correct. They hand off this time, and he is bottled up for a very, very minimal gain.
Yeah,
Dylan Trotty.
Yeah, Trotty hasn't had that big game since Floresville.
Yeah.
I mean, he's had some good. We saw him have a big run tonight. There's no doubt,
but
it's
he's struggling to see the hole, I think, a little bit, and
getting the alley the way that's needed too. And the offensive line working together more and more. We'll see the holes develop better, and I'm hoping we see them develop well.
Right.
The rest of the night and next week.
That's right. That's right. Next week's going to be big. This is Helford. He keeps it, and he's around the it looks like it almost hurt me because he dove and did. I know tomorrow there's going to be a little turf burn on those knees or shins.
Yeah, exactly.
But he rolled around the right side, got a first down, and, man, Helford, he just continues to impress me with his quickness and speed once he gets out in the open field. Just really, I mean, Hank, after this play, they hand it to Blunt, and Blunt rumbles up, and he gets out past the 40-yard line. But, man, with the Panther offense coming together,
right?
You've got Helford, who's a threat to run. You've got Blunt, who's the big boy running up the fullback, and he showed off a little bit of speed. And, he wasn't caught from behind, right? Who says Cohen Blunt doesn't got a little speed to him?
Right.
Must be that tennis, right? and then you got Kenaway, back there as well. So kind of the three-headed monster at this point. So it's thrown and caught by Helford out into Tiger territory. And who is that? And that's Mason Harvey, the tight end, coming across.
Oh, what a play, right? What a play.
So nice throw and catch. And, again, like to see it, Hank. Spread them out a little bit.
Yeah,
And,
get that first down is a key.
Well, and use that passing game
Right.
a little bit here and there.
But
to kind of,
if you're going to use it to get,
Right.
to advance the ball in a place, because for passing in a slot T, it's not just to get 2 or 3 yards. It's to get big chunks.
Right. And he's got a big chunk here. He should. Oh, and he just throws out the outstretched arms of Mason Harvey. He was open. Helford just let him a little bit too much on that one.
Right.
But the Panthers are, like I was hoping they would, show a little passing game. Give those Vikings a little bit to think about, Hank, for next week.
Yeah.
Loosen them up a little bit. Right?
Oh, yeah, I totally agree.
Yeah. And this is I know I keep talking a little bit about next week, guys, but this is the way the coaches are thinking. They're saying, hey, let's put this on film. Let's put that on film.
Right.
So they have to spend time practicing against it.
That's right.
And they not only that, they practice against the run, right? And wait a minute. He's
Yeah.
going to creep out and get behind me.
Yeah, you're going to put 10 in the box. We're going to be ready to throw on you.
So short gain there for the Panthers after the incomplete pass on first down. Second down, minimal gain. It's going to bring up 3rd and 8, Hank, from the 47-yard line of the Tigers.
Now we don't have 26 minutes left in our. It's 3:40 remaining. So
Yes.
uh,
Handoff again. Up the middle, and that's Blunt, and he bounces outside, but he cuts back in, and he's down inside the 25-yard line of the Tigers. First down and then some.
I'll give him a little hamster dance here.
So nice run again by Blunt's. If Blunt keeps running like this, he's gonna have over 200 yards tonight. So 3 minutes left here and counting. Panthers up 31-7. My name's Lance Blackburn. You're listening to myself and Hank Dieter here from Irwin Lee Field. Handoff to Colorado Kenaway off the left side, and he's going to have a nice sizable gain on first down.
Yeah, good gain on first down, that's for sure. And yeah, we're gonna, Panthers. This is exactly what they need is just chip away at it. They had the ball down at their half-yard line, and now they're bringing it all the way down to, the Tigers' 15-yard line. So, yeah, chip away, run down that clock. Right now it's at 2:24, not the 26:18 that's showing there.
2nd and 3 for the Panthers. Helford is going to hand it this time to Trotty. Trotty squeezes through, and he had a nice hole that time, and he hit it hard. And he picks up another Panther first down.
Oh, yeah.
And you can tell the slot T's wearing on the Tiger defense at this point in the football game. It will be a 1st and goal situation for the Panthers. The ball rests at the 7-yard line. Inside 2 minutes here left in the third. Panthers up big. This should, if they can punch this in, that should about seal it for the Panthers. Helford going to throw. He's rolling to his right. No, he pulls it back down, and he's down near the goal line.
He's just short.
Just short. He cuts back.
Yep.
He found a crease
there.
Yeah, and again, I love that with Helford because he can throw or he can pull it down and run.
So, yeah, 2nd and goal from the 1. And, yeah, he had the opportunity to look down the field and then just tuck it and run. And, man, cutting it up in the inside, a lot of times you don't see that. You cut it back in the inside, the defense is usually there, the meat of the defense. But, Helford was able to find a crease right inside and take it down to the 1-yard line. So,
timeout.
Yeah.
Looks like Panthers. Or no, I'm sorry, Smithville calls the timeout. That'll be their first.
Yeah, and that might be a smart timeout just to see if they could come up with a turnover or something like that. But we'll go ahead and take a quick break, and we'll be right back.
What rhymes with great?
Participate.
Where does greatness start? Here, in the classroom. On the stage.
In the pool.
On the field.
Where will your greatness take you?
To better grades.
To more friends.
Be great.
Participate!
With the overlay.
All right, they're going to hand it off up the middle. That's he walks in, and that is
Yes.
Guerra, the senior, number 9. And, you know, I failed to talk about this, Hank, but it's senior night as well.
Yeah, and they're going to have the senior walk. You know, I don't know.
Senior walk, yeah, after the game. 'Cause
This is the last
will
one,
be
yeah.
the final home game of the year. This is the last time we'll be in the booth until next year.
Yeah, we'll get the wide angle here to see if we can get the.
Soto's kick is up, and it is good.
Good, yeah.
And that is a 99-yard drive for the Panthers.
All right, well, we're going to go ahead and take a quick break real quick and I'll get the clock back up and going.
What rhymes with great?
Participate.
Where does greatness start? Here, in the classroom. On the stage.
In the pool.
On the field.
Where will your greatness take you?
To better grades.
To more friends.
Be great.
Participate! Hey, conductor, how about something new? You played this last year.
Come on, get your head out of your sacks. Shh, we're trying to hear. Well, I'm sick and tired of hearing your kid play the wrong notes. Where's my kid solo?
At least you can see your kid. Why is my kid stuck way in the back?
The conductor only plays his favorite.
No, not us.
The kick is up, and it is caught about the 15-yard line. That looks like it's Thompson. He makes a nice move to the inside. He's out around the 35-yard line. It finally pushed out of bounds. Tigers will have it here with 39 seconds left in the third quarter, down 38-7.
Yeah, I have our director trying to work on the clock, but we'll have to move it over. I meant to move it over to the right and not to the left because it has to be a certain input in our system. So
Tigers are going to have the ball at their own 35, down 38-7, Hank, and I think this is the time where you start playing some of the youngsters.
Right.
And
yeah, this would be the time, 38-7.
And I think Salado is still up, and that would mean the Panthers, I think, let's run the play. They hand it off to Gurley up the middle. He's brought down by Pugh and a host of Panthers. But if Salado holds on tonight, it's my understanding that the Panthers might just very well clinch a playoff spot, whether they win or lose next week. Because
we're a couple.
We'll see what happens, but I think if our math is correct, we've been talking about this up in the booth. I think if our math is correct, that with the Panther win tonight and a Salado win, the Panthers would have 3 wins, and they would hold the tiebreaker over Gerald. So next week's game would possibly be for the seeding, which again, it's a big game. and would be very, very important because if that all holds true and the Panthers do win next week, they would finish second in the district, and that would make their playoff path just a lot easier, especially once you get to game 2. But once you get to game 3 or the third round of the playoffs, you're going to run into either a Wimberley, a Sinton, or a Cuero. But for the first 2 games, plus we haven't talked about this a lot, but we play next Friday night, November the 1st, and then we have a bye week, a week off. So we'll have 2 weeks off going into the playoffs, and that'll be huge for the Panthers. Huge. Not only to get healthy, everyone's a little banged up this time of year in all aspects of football. We're in our 9th football game, and then we had a couple of scrimmages before that. So the Tigers will take over, or I'm sorry, the Tigers will maintain this drive. 2nd and 8, they're going to throw the ball. It's out to Gurley. He receives it. He's got a bunch of yardage. He dances, tiptoes along the sideline, and gets inside Panther territory down to the 44-yard line. And a nice play. Gurley, again, shows his athleticism, and is going to be a ball player. This Smithville team, I think Hank mentioned it earlier, is a young football team. And they've got some athletes. They've got some players. Obviously, they need to shore up a lot of things on that defensive line and on the defense. But the offense has moved the football at times tonight. They're going to hand it to Gurley up the middle on 1st down, and he's going to be just corralled there by several Panthers. A wonderful homecoming night here at Irwin Lee Field. Panthers are leading 38-7 with about 11 minutes left in the ball game here tonight. We've got all our eyes in Salado, Texas tonight as well, watching that Salado take on the Gerald Cougars. The throw, again, not a bad throw. Osorio was the intended receiver by Davis, but it was just a little bit too wide. That's going to bring up a 3rd and 9. For the Tigers. The ball's resting at the Panther 43-yard line. Osorio was the intended receiver by Davis, but it was just a little bit too wide. That's going to bring up a 3rd and 9. Shotgun formation, 2-back set, so 12 personnel, and they're going to run the option, and Davis is going to keep it up the middle, and he's drugged down there by the Panther defensive lineman. Looks like Hyman from Brighton-Camp as well in on the tackle. So that'll bring up, it's going to be 4th down and about 4. The Panthers jump off sides, it looks like. Flags down. So that should give the Tigers a 1st down and 10. It is offsides, the call. And that'll be, that march off will, 1st down there for the Tigers. So they maintain the drive thanks to the Panthers jumping off sides. First and 10, he hands it off to Gurley. Gurley off the left side. He's got some room. He gets the edge. He's pushed out of bounds, it looks like, but not after a nice gain there by Justin Gurley, number 20. J.J. Waz, number 12 on the tackle. The cornerback. That'll bring up 2nd and about 6. Ball rests at the 29-yard line of the Panthers. Davis. Shotgun, hands it off to Gurley. Gurley brought down after a real short gain. It looks like maybe 1. That'll bring up 3rd and 5. Hank's getting his exercise tonight, folks.
We're trying. So.
He's back.
Yeah, I'm back. I still had gotten everything exactly the way, but it's actually 9 minutes. That
They run the option again to the right side. Keeper there by Davis. And usually he's reading the defensive end, Hank, right? So Elijah Milton, who's played some good football here, he actually subbing out there for Ledesma, number 72, on the tackle, was Milton. That's going to bring up 4th and 1.
Big play here for the Panthers.
Shotgun formation, he does not go under. Motion for the Tigers. He's going to roll to his left side. He's going to stretch out, and it looks like he has the first down.
Ooh, it's going to be close.
Yeah.
Because he showed his knee went down, and it is now the Panther football because his knee went down. I don't know if we got that on replay, but if you watch, his knee goes down right before he stretches the ball out.
So they do mark it. It is the Panthers, so that's another Tiger drive that is stalled on downs. The last one was at the Panther 1. This one is at the Panther 24. And I know in the first half, Hank, they had a couple. They had a stall out at the Panther 22, and then they had 3 punts. So they also scored a touchdown amongst that as well. So Panthers take over at their own 24.
Ooh, what a big defensive stop that was.
I can't see if that's Helford in there.
Yeah, it still is.
Helford is still in there.
And
but he hands off and he runs to the sideline, so I don't know if that was Mr. Peyton Helford's last, but no, maybe he's just getting a play. Looks like Peyton's going to stay in the football game. He's just running over. He did that last week too, if I remember correctly. So gain of 2, 2nd and 8. Looks like the ball was dropped. And so whistles blow. J.J. Waz has the ball.
Yeah, I guess, no. I thought there was a flag, but there's no flag.
So Helford he loses 2 on that after the botched snap, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and 10 for the Panthers. So Panthers in a little bit of a hole here. We'll see what they do. They're going to hand it this time. That's J.J. Waz. He's got a bunch of room, and he is drugged down from behind, and they're going to call a horse collar, I think, on this one. I don't know if that was a horse. It was close.
He just buzzed through there and just looking for the hole, but yeah, I guess right at the end because he had his shoulder pad on the outside and then slid over and right at the end pulled him down and inside the jersey on the top there. So, yeah, they call the flag on that almost every time from now on.
Yeah, they do.
Now Panthers can, basically cruise to a win here if they, if they take and first you want to take time off the clock though, and then just drive it down and score. And but the big one is time. Time's on your side right now.
Oh yeah. It's
a mere formality right now.
It's
just to
milk it.
Get the game over.
Milk it, get out of here, stay healthy, get ready for Lago.
The hardest part is going to be figuring out who's the player of the game. Who's going to be the Navarro Panther player of the game?
I got a pretty good idea who I'm going to
Yeah, I kind of have an idea too, but it's not going to be easy.
It is not going to be easy, Hank. It never is.
Especially in these kind of games.
Yeah, that's right. Oh, that's risky with the handoff, the sophomore. So, again, we got some of the youngster backs in there.
45 Tyler Risky on the carry.
And like to see that clock running.
34 Grady Johnson and number 65 Elijah Fletcher.
Yeah. So with the Panthers inside of 6 minutes now, I think they actually could probably take this all the way down and run the clock out.
Which would be nice.
Yes.
I'll take it. They hand it this time. That's J.J. Waz out here, and he runs out of bounds right when we say, hey, nope.
Yeah.
But they keep the clock rolling because
Yeah.
he didn't run out on his own accord, is the rule, which is always a little funny to kind of watch that.
Right.
It's a newer rule here in the past several years. But we are going to have an official timeout.
Yeah, so they did stop the clock.
Third and a long yard.
So 3rd and 1. Trying to, I don't know. It's almost a challenge to get a score out of Salado.
Yeah, I mean, it's
The Wimberley Texans are up 52-10 late in the 3rd, so they've blown that wide open. They're going to hand it this time. That's Risky. And Risky picks up the first down.
Yeah.
But a great form tackle if you're watching from home, kiddos.
That's the way to do it right there.
He was tackled very well, but he still picks up a first down. But I was talking more about the form.
Right. Not necessarily.
And it's final. If this is correct, Salado has knocked off Gerald.
But only 14-7. That's actually not a bad thing in one way, but it is in another. So we'll see how that
and like I said, I think that's gonna
secure them in the playoffs.
I think that's gonna secure Salado and the Panthers.
Yeah, I think so too.
And I think even Lago Vista might have a shot. Then the seeding's going to be a different.
Yeah, that's a whole different story.
That's a
when
whole
you
different
talk about
story.
that.
So I think that's what we're playing for next week. I think possibly at this
Stop
point.
by 15,
Now,
Bodie Graves.
I'm not the official, technical
All right.
scorekeeper. I'm just a guy who scribbles a bunch of stuff down on a piece of paper and tries to figure it out. But we'll get confirmation on that.
Yeah,
but,
and we've seen scores like that from that turn out to be different at the end.
But
we'll see how it pans out next week, especially if the Panthers can win there as well. They would be well on their way to the playoffs, but it's going to be a matter of where they're going to be seated at.
Which is, and I talked about this a little bit, Hank, while you were gone. There's a big difference in getting seated 2nd and 4th.
Oh yeah, huge difference.
Because when you're 4th, you have to go face,
Even 3rd is tough because you're going to face on the other side. You're going to face a 2 team as well. Probably
the 2nd round, Senton or Cuero.
Yeah.
Which both teams are as we all know,
no
slouch.
Yeah, and then the sneeze at me. Well, howdy.
Yeah. It's J.J. Waz with the handoff.
Yep.
JJ's running hard as a senior. He's down
on the carry.
around the 15-yard line. And Hank, you're calling it here. 250 and counting.
Yeah, I really think the Panthers can run this all the way out. And I don't think there's going to be any issues with Smithville saying, yeah, let's just run it out. Let's go home at this point.
Smithville's got a long ride home.
Because point differential in this game is not going to matter because Smithville is not going to be in the playoffs, and they're not going to be somebody you're tied with.
No, and Smithville they haven't won a game, so they're
number 30, Carlos Soto.
They got one left.
Number 32, Colt Brown.
They announced the seniors.
Waz.
Oh, J.J. Waz, he's going to score.
I was going to say he'll fall down before.
Yeah, but he doesn't.
But he scores. So
J.J.
There's the replay.
Jesse James Laws with the Panther touchdown. And, hey, I think that's his first career touchdown.
Might be, yeah. I'm not sure on that, but, boy, it was a nice run, I'll tell you that. He took and found the alley, had great vision, good blocks up front, so that play was a perfectly ran play. And that's perfectly executed all the way around. The ball is
pending the extra point. Helford puts it down. Soto puts it on his foot, and it goes through the uprights.
Good by senior Carlos Soto.
Sorry there. Yeah, that one came out a little loud. So 45-7. Panthers get that touchdown and extra point. Now the cheerleaders down here just, man, there's a lot of cheerleaders now. They got the JV, I think, with them as well, and that's pretty awesome sight to see with, the cheerleaders and the dazzlers right next to them over there. That's, that's all about the pageantry of football, You get to see not only the football players on the field, but everybody else involved, from the band to the cheerleaders. You got to love it. High school football.
Number 61.
Best thing going, Hank.
Yeah, sir. Right now, it's the best thing going for the Panthers with on their way to cruise to big victory, 45-7 right now.
And number 82, Colton Brightenkamp. Gentlemen, the best of luck in your future.
Yeah, so Steve Scheinerman, the PA announcer here, was naming off all the seniors here.
And the reason they're doing that senior night, because this is the last time these seniors will ever play
on this
football on this field, which is, I remember a couple years ago, Mike, it's a sad moment. I mean, it's emotional. It's a big deal. You've worked, a lot of these kids have been in Navarro since they were kindergartners, and to kind of play football, from 7th grade and on, it's a big deal. So, and most these kids will not go on and play in college. So,
on return.
Right. Yeah, the crowd's kind of slowly
making their way out.
I don't blame them. This place was packed. I don't know if we mentioned that earlier, but it was packed.
Yeah, absolutely. I did not see an open seat in the house tonight.
Also like to say homecoming to our
they're usually a big event, and you see a lot of the X's, as we used to call them. Alumni come down and enjoy the festivities as well.
His crew, Justin Botting, Brute Brown.
So Davis back, he throws it. He's got a receiver. He catches it, and he breaks away, but he's drugged down there by, it looks like Leckwall.
Number 20,
Leckwall was in on that, and
number 6.
Nice throw.
Yeah, that was, again, and Gurley goes
also
up for
on the
it.
chain crew, we have two gentlemen that this game is their final game. Robert Piper has dedicated 7 years to the Panthers. And also Jim Liebens, 10 years. Thank you, gentlemen.
Yeah, on the chain gang there. So
there's a loss there by the Tigers. Great swarm tackle there by the Panthers.
Yeah, Panthers
20, Justin Gurley on
still, playing defense just like it was the first play of the game. Yeah, you got to love that.
That's right. So Davis in shotgun formation. It's low snap. He gets it. He goes deep. He's got it, man. He throws a little short that time, and there's going to be a flag.
Yeah, you saw that coming.
And you see, that's what you see that a lot of college where they throw it, or back shoulder or a little bit short, and then they got to come back for the ball. And
it's almost designed to create a penalty. Just the quarterback. Hey, I'm going to throw it short. You come back to the ball. If they're in your way, they're going to call a penalty, and we're going to get it. We'll see the head official here.
And I don't think that was the intention of the play. I just think he just didn't throw it far enough, but that was the result of the play.
Right. That's pass interference that goes against the Panthers. It's a 15-yard, so it's not like the pros where it's a spot foul.
So Hank,
Yeah, next week. Yeah, we'll see how we get set up, either in the stands. I'm assuming we'll be in the stands. Be ready to be outside.
Yeah, and you know what? Hopefully we'll have good weather because Lago's a fun place to go call a game and play a game, and it's a little jaunt up there, but they got a good program and have for a number of years.
Oh yes,
the Vikings.
Yeah, when they came up, 3 years ago from 3A to 4A, they were a beast. You know, and they were a beast. They made it all the way up to, was it the semifinals or state finals? I couldn't remember, but man, they went pretty far.
Yeah, it was. They got knocked off by Wimberley.
No, but I'm talking about when they were 3A.
Oh yeah.
They went to the semis.
It was the 5th round, I think. Oh, the catch, nice catch! Wow, by number 4, and that was we were looking for him all night.
Down by number 82, Colton Breitenkamp.
But hurry up offense. And another nice throw. He's going to hand it off up the middle, and he's going to go in for a touchdown.
Wow, Gurley just powerful back. I kind of say, man, I would have went to him all night. He would have been my hoss tonight.
Right.
And when they did, he made yards and big yards, and there he goes to score a touchdown for the Tigers.
So that brings it to 45-13, pending an extra point. And they're going to go for 2. So good job by Smithville for not just laying down. They're going to throw the slant, and it looks like it's caught.
Oh, my goodness.
Nice throw. And I tell you, man,
wow.
Smithville may not have won a game. No, we're going to probably be 0-9 here in about 29 seconds. And but I tell you, man, their quarterback can sling it.
He can, and he puts it. I mean, and not the ability to just throw it, but man, to throw it in the place that it's supposed to go. And a lot of quarterbacks can't do that. They could get it down there on a hope and a prayer, but he puts it on the money.
He does, and Smithville's had some drops tonight, so I'm not saying that it would have made a difference in this game because their defense just couldn't hold up. But
well, I tell you, the Panther offense tonight was very efficient, and they did what they needed to do, especially on that 99-yard drive. I mean, amazing.
Right? They chewed up most of the third quarter.
Yeah, and very efficient offense we've seen the last 2 weeks against Gonzales in Smithville.
Well, that's going to wrap up another season here on Irwin Lee Field here for the Panthers. So we will not be back here this year, Hank.
Right. And
we'll be on the road in Lago Vista, obviously, next week. And then we're going to take a week off for the bye week. And then it looks like we're going to the playoffs and first round. And probably somewhere in San Antonio, maybe.
So. Yeah, I would, somewhere in this, vicinity because it's going to be from that other district with Divine
and
Bandera,
Carrizo
Springs,
Pearsall, I think's in that district, or they used to be. I know.
Right, so it's going to be, it's going to be interesting to see where we play is, like you said, it'll probably be around the Santa. We've played in Floresville before and against Divine. We've played in all different places.
On-kite kick, it's a nice one. It bounces around, and who jumps on it? It's kind of academic at this point, but
looks like the Panthers come up with it.
Panthers
Big play.
Yeah, nice, because that had a nice spin on it. It was a good little onside kick. Panthers do recover, and I would assume they would just take a knee, and we should be going to the house here pretty soon. But what I was getting at is, now, Hank, you being the ex-school board member, you probably have an answer to this. I'm hoping you have an answer to this.
I don't know.
But so this, I think we have one more season and on Irwin Lee Field, and then Irwin Lee Field's, I guess, going to move across the cornfield over here.
Yeah.
But I think that's right? We just got one more season here?
Yeah, it should be one more season here in that facility.
They'll open up the new?
Right, they'll try to open up the spring facilities first, and then the fall facilities after
good.
that.
Yeah, so there we go,
Yeah, so you have one more season on this field probably,
okay.
And then you'll see it.
And then you'll see the
brand new stadium.
Brand new stadium, which guys, if you haven't been to one of these meetings and looked at the plans
Right.
for the
That's
athletic
amazing.
facilities.
Yeah.
Not only the high school,
Yeah.
but I mean, we are guys. I don't know if you guys know what kind of treat you're in for.
Right. It's going to be amazing.
It is going to be a phenomenal field. I know. Principal Scarborough was up, and they've been talking about press box, which gets us excited a little bit. You know.
Well, it's all
And that's
academic
it.
now. This is going to be the clock going to run down to 0. They'll have the senior night. We'll take a quick little break and then come back and try to catch some of that on the field with the with also the sideline cam. If we can get a hold of the sideline cam guy and tell them that we'd like them to be out there for the also as we get good photos of this as well, good sights and sounds. So we'll actually turn us off here, and we're going to talk about the player of the game while y'all get to see some of the sights and sounds here at Navarro. So we'll be right back after this.
Also have a safe trip home and good night. All senior parents and senior students involved with Friday Night Lights, football, cheerleading, band, dazzlers, trainers, and broadcast club are invited to walk the field for one last time. Parents and families line up at the north end of the field, and the students will line up at the south end. After the parents and families and students have met in the middle, all other seniors' relatives will be allowed to come onto the field for pictures and a time for memories.
Oh.
All right, we're back. Panthers win tonight 45-15 after a late touchdown there. But player of the game tonight is number 8, Cohen Blunt, junior running back.
Yeah, 2 weeks in a row. We don't normally do that, but I think, with the way he's been running,
Yeah.
I mean, and that's a testament to not only Cohen Blunt, but
The offensive line.
The offensive line, obviously. You got to give it to him.
So we'll give a shout out to Pugh, Hyman,
There you
Carlisle, Black, and Big Rob Beltron.
And you got to say some of those seniors, Cade Pugh and Craig Hyman, on that side, 2 seniors side by side, making it happen on senior night.
Yeah, I should probably run through the seniors real quick here and mention them.
Yeah, we'll do that real quick.
Number 2, senior Montgomery Elder. Number 9, Caden Guerra. Caden Guerra's played for 4 years. Number 11, senior Matthew Villanueva. Number 12, J.J. Waz. Number 14, Corbin Hannibal. Number 15, Manson Harris. Number 20, the Shark, Ethan Borchardt. Number 30, senior kicker Carlos Soto. Number 32, senior Colt Brown, also an excellent baseball player. Number 42, Joey Perella. Number 52, senior Cade Pugh. Number 54, Yandel Ramon. Number 55, Craig Hyman. Number 61, Dylan Scoggins. Number 64, Ian Garcia. Number 71, Robert Beltran. And number 82, Colton Breitenkamp. Those are all your seniors here for Panthers. Played their last game on Irwin Lee Field tonight. Big victory here in Gonzales. Player of the game is the junior Cohen Blunt. And we could throw in the offensive line in there too, right?
I would say yes. The offensive line.
They had 355 rushing yards in the first half.
I can only imagine what it is now, over 500. Total.
Got to be.
To include with this half as well. So, unbelievable. So, all right. Well.
And the man with the stats is putting on his headset. So
and we'll get him in
Scott
just
Kibbe
a moment.
From the Seguin Gazettes.
We'll do it live on the air, too. We usually do as we get the game stats going here with the Panthers winning this game 45 to 15. And so I'm going to go over the stats with Scott Kibbe live on air as the on the background. We'll see some of those replays running as well. So again, Cohen Blunt, the
showing
NPM.
off some speed there for Cohen.
Yeah, we see that. All right, so let me get to our game stats, and I'm going to have Scott Kibbe join us. Scott, thanks for joining us.
Yeah, you bet.
All right. Well, let me get over here to where I need to be on my computer. So we're going to go with, first of all, rushing for the Smithville Tigers. How many yards did they end up total?
162.
160. I'm sorry. What did they have rushing? I meant to say
162.
Okay, I was making sure I was. Yeah. And then for the Panthers rushing.
494.
490.
Almost 500. Almost made it.
Oh, I was thinking they were at 500. Yeah. So, and then we had for passing for Smithville.
150.
Wow, that's actually more than I thought. And for the Panthers, they stayed at 30.
40.
40. Okay. That's right. That's right. So that puts a total of total yards for the Smithville Tigers.
312.
312. And for the Panthers?
534.
534. Surpassed that 500 mark. First downs for Smithville?
16.
And first downs for the Panthers?
18.
And then turnovers?
There were no turnovers.
Wow, that's interesting. Penalties, total penalties. What did we have for the Smithville?
Each team had 6.
Each team had 6, so they evened out, huh?
Yeah.
So 6, and that's what we have there. So here is the final stats and the final score, 45-15. Now, we went through all that live on air. We put it up here. Now, Scott, tell us some of the specifics you have, because we named Cohen Blunt as for 2 weeks in a row as the player of the game. So we'll see if that was who we thought, with stats-wise and all.
Well, tonight you had 3 Panthers go over 100 yards. Almost had that at halftime.
Yeah.
Cohen Blunt was the leader, 11 carries, 171 yards.
Wow.
And a touchdown. I believe he is now 74 short of 1,000. So just needs 74 next week. Colorado Kenway, 9 for 111 and a touchdown. Dylan Trotty, 8 for 104 and a touchdown. And Peyton Helford, 6 for 56, also a touchdown.
Wow. So those are the stats. We'll bring them up again here, but we'll be getting ready to show the senior walk here after we show some of the scoring replays here.
And with that said, shout out to the offensive line.
Oh God, yeah.
Right?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, there's Cohen Blunt, but we'll come back to the senior walk if we can, and we'll see if we can bring that in. But go ahead, Scott. With Smithville, the Panthers were just too much for them, right? All the way across the board.
Yeah, just too much to just too much in the basic running game.
Right.
Just those big yards were there in big chunks when they needed. Defensively, Panthers were able to hold them to 7 until that last series when the second string was in. But I got to say, there's just defense is still a concern. Panthers are still missing a lot of tackles. And this is a Smithville team that hadn't really scored much on anybody. So that's probably a big concern going into next week with Lago Vista. You've really got to tighten it up defensively.
Right. Yeah, there you go. There you go. And to see if we could get the cameras on the senior walk. Okay. All right. So now we are looking at next week, Lago Vista. And Lago Vista had got a bye this week to get ready for the Panthers. I think that's a big, big deal because they can sit back and watch. So
and get healthy because no one's healthy this time of year, right?
Right.
So,
right.
I mean, get healthier, right?
And you get to work on everything that you want to work on, and you want to work on these specifics, and they seem to match up well with the Panthers. I don't know what you think. And we could turn off the crowd mic too.
Yeah, they always do.
Yeah.
I haven't gotten to see them this year. I mean, it seems like their problems have been consistency. It's been hard to get a feel for them. We're expecting them all along to be the main challenger to Navarro and Wimberley in this district, but had their ups and downs. But see if they're peaking at the end of the season when they want to be, because of course they have Wimberley the week after Navarro. So.
Right. So I'm looking at this. This game for the Panthers, I mean, for seeding purposes, it's a huge game. They've got to go out and win this game. Third is better than fourth, that's for sure. But,
second.
They can still slide in second.
If they win, I think they're going to secure second.
Yeah.
Because you get second, I think if you're third, you're looking at, I think, Divine now. Divine beat Bandera tonight.
Okay.
They're probably going to be second in that district.
Right.
Okay. We struggled with Divine in the scrimmage. Divine's a playoff experienced team.
Right.
Solid. So you'd rather not have to face them. And then if you get out of that round, by my figuring, you've got Sinton in the second round, and that's a tough one to run into. I think if you get second, you can avoid Sinton until at least the third round, and Wimberley until the fourth round.
That's right.
So it's right there for them. Just go out and take care of business.
Right. Yep. I agree. Yep.
Well, all the seniors and their parents, what a warm moment here tonight. A heartwarming moment to see. Brings back memories for both of us, right?
It does. It's an emotional thing, and probably sometimes more for the parents than it is for the kids.
Yeah, the kids are like, "Why are you crying, Mom, Dad? What's that?" This is the last time we get to see you on the field here, or in the band, you got band members out there, cheerleaders, the whole
dazzlers,
9 yards. So. All right, Scott, so you're going to give us a nice little rundown of what's happened here in this game tonight in the paper on Sunday, and then you're going to also give us a preview for the Lago Vista game on Wednesday. Is that correct, in the Seguin Gazette?
Yes.
Okay, well, all right, Scott, we'll let you go, and we thank you so much for keeping the stats and being the historian for 33 years here at Navarro.
You bet. Look forward to seeing you on Lago Vista next week.
Okay.
Absolutely.
All right. Yeah, we'll see you then. Thanks again.
Thank you.
Shaking his hand there. So, all right.
Well,
all right.
I'll tell you what, that's a cap on this year.
Right, this year at home.
At home.
Yeah.
In this stadium, and as me and Hank were talking about just before we did the stats, it looks like we got 1 year left here at Irwin Lee Field, which I'm assuming they're going to move the name. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know how that's going to play out either, because that was up in the air for discussion.
So we'll see, but anyways, let's look forward to Lago Vista next week. I know I always love this game because it's always a good game.
Yes.
It's always a fun game.
Yeah, it is.
And it's getting close to kind of that Wimberley game, and it's only been a few short years, but boy, these games are fun and tight and emotional, and it's at Lago Vista, which is always a fun place to kind of go up to, and anyways. They got a neat little stadium. I think they're doing some renovations up there as well, and they're growing just like we are. So, anyways, any final thoughts, Hank?
Yeah, I just think I said it earlier in the year. If the Panthers can get on the roll, watch out. And I think they're on a roll right now, and we can see how that plays out. So,
And they are on a roll.
yeah,
So,
definitely.
I'd like to see them shore up, like and Scott mentioned it, some of their tackling and on the defensive side, because that's going to be important next week.
That's right.
But overall, the offense is really humming. The offensive, and Blunt told us this a couple weeks ago. You know, the offensive line's really been practicing well.
Right.
And you're really seen that the past 2 weeks.
Right.
And let's carry that over into next week and go get a victory up there against the Vikings.
All right. Well, we'll get ready to put in the queue for the credits, and we'll run the credits, and we'll get out of here. But we got to thank the students. We didn't even talk about the QR code tonight that we had up there. But let's see if we can bring that overlay back up. Overlay 1.
And yes, shout out to the students. Tonight, the students were solo for the most part, right?
Well, we had only 5 students, I think, here.
And they
tonight.
ran the whole, just so y'all know, they ran the entire production. The cameras, the production in the truck, all of the commercials.
Yeah, do we have a inside the truck? Anybody still inside the trailer? Let's put that, if we could put that up there real quick. There's Jordan.
Yeah, there they are.
And there's Josh.
There's the
I don't see where. There's a couple of them. Jordan was the director tonight. Josh was on replay.
So Miss Casey, if you're watching from wherever you're at, you know, hey, they did a great job. Great job preparing them as well, right? I know we gave them. I know you left them with a bunch of notes and things, but man, a fantastic job. This is the 3rd year of the AV Club. It gets better and better every year.
It's better,
thanks to Hank and all his production wizardry.
It's still always, always a little glitch here and there, but we work through it. And it's problem solving is great for kids too, to try to figure it out.
So anyways, shout out to them.
Oh, there.
Great homecoming tonight. And appreciate everyone that made this broadcast tonight success. And great
there's
job.
Lance. That's Lance there. Yeah.
Great job. Victory for the Panthers, 45-15. And we will see you next week up in Lago Vista, Texas. Big battle with the Vikings. And so we're going to sign off. My name's Lance Blackburn. I'm with Hank Dietrich. God bless and good night, folks.